I feel like
it's
the
not
power of
sealed.
Jesus will.
Rip the goddamn coffins out of the ground.
God, that sounds terrifying. There's just millions of caskets.
Could
coming
you
out the ground.
imagine the
No, but
shaking
everyone
of
else
the
is going
earth?
up. I'll be watching all these people get raptured because God
Right.
knows I'm not going up there. I'm fucking ginger.
They're all getting raptured, and he's like, earthquake!
Welcome to the Easily Offensive Podcast. If you're out there and you are easily offended, now's your time to leave.
Welcome back to the Easily Offensive Podcast. I'm back in the studio after being gone for the last 2 weeks.
Boo! This guy sucks.
I was actually expecting you to tell them your name. People
Nobody
don't know
remembers who
you
you are.
I'm pretty sure they know who I am.
Yeah, that deep, sultry voice.
Deep, sultry voice?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think my
the voice
is
of.
that deep.
Well, I was trying to give you something there.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
if you
I
pay
appreciate
real
it.
close attention, you can hear all the kids in the back of his throat.
Oh my god.
screaming for help.
That is Trevor. That is the deep, sultry, sexy voice of Trevor.
I'm back.
He's back.
I'm back.
And there went that deep.
I took
sultry
some
voice. Easy
Time off to spend time with the kiddos.
Yeah, we explained all that to him. We're
Oh.
like, yeah,
But if
we're-
you had
we're not
listened to the podcast, you would have known that.
You didn't listen?
I haven't listened
You
yet.
cocksucker.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
the one day I could have, I
He
spent
chose
the day,
not to.
No, I spent the day on Marco Polo.
On Marco
Yeah,
Polo.
but guess
that's,
what? I
that's
listened-
true.
I listened to podcasts all day and was in that Marco Polo.
I'm not in a vehicle or have a way of listening.
No Bluetooth, no wire, no nothing?
No, I mean,
Headphones?
okay, but I don't always have service.
Do you,
You
download them?
him.
Oh, I guess I could do
Yeah.
that.
He's
Actually,
just got
like
excuses.
somebody like you who is, out in an area where there's very little service, I well, now even a little bit, but I used to be driving out way out in the no service area. So like before there was like you could set for automatic downloads, or before I knew at least, like
Yeah.
every morning as I'm like brewing my coffee and stuff, I'm like download that one and download that one, and I'm like preloading all this shit. Just so like I wasn't without, it was pretty convenient. And
Right.
now I've got the ones that I just set to, it's automatic. I click on them and like the last 3 or 5 are like all there. It's pretty tits, and it just does it in the middle of the night when you're not using your shit. So
Yeah.
I mean,
should
I
utilize that.
have automatic videos download on YouTube.
yeah,
So-
but that's videos. Yeah, I'm talking about listening material.
Well, I mean, you can do both. But the point is like,
But now I
You
know,
just don't
and also
care.
the
Video-
audience knows.
Yeah.
Hey, you can listen without having internet.
yeah, because at
like
one
this is educational.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, he's like,
they're like-
I'm just here to inform you.
They're
I
like-
didn't make a mistake, and they corrected me on it.
they're like, we know you can download shit. To
Yeah,
listen to."
right? They're
They're
like,
That's how we listen.
But like, I think at one point I was even like, Trevor, if you're listening, and I know you are,
and he
I
was.
guess I was incorrect.
Yeah, you were very wrong.
Damn, because like that was me talking
Shit.
right at you. No, it wasn't me talking shit.
Oh, hey, we
Oh.
gotta toss our phones out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toss our.
So as a
Trevor pushes his 4
A new-
inches away.
new policy we're doing
No phones.
in the podcast is
Oh, we're taking them off the table.
yep,
Oh, okay.
taking them completely out of our reach, just so we don't. Kevin's like, no, I need mine.
It's
over
because
here."
he
Just
wanted
in case in
he
the
wanted
event
the
that I do
Android
need
to
to.
not touch the iPhones.
Yeah, I don't want his Android touching my iPhone. Either.
Did I send you the iPhone shit? Making fun of you guys on the iPhones. Look into your TikTok feed for me. It should be one of them.
I was about to say.
Should be one of them.
I was like, we can't do that. Yeah, this is a good experiment. I think I want to see how much more engaged we end up being, because like at one point, even when Dylan was here, I took a video of Gavin that was like 35 seconds long of him just staring at his phone.
This one, Gavin.
And then
yeah, that's probably it.
like I've definitely done it when you guys are talking about something I don't know about, and then Trevor sure as fuck has done it.
Oh yeah,
And
he
so,
lives on it actually.
Yeah. So That I was suggestion just to see. He's like glancing over at it. He's like, oh,
He's like, I miss you, baby.
No, you missed what he said as you mentioned
you
that
guys
and you left
just
the
missed
room.
it. I was like,
And so he said, "I'll just text off my watch." And I'm like, "Wow."
yeah. We were both like, you fucking
don't make us
twat.
take your watch, Trevor. We will.
No,
Violently.
I need
You
it in
look so
case of an
fucking stupid with
emergency.
that goddamn white band of nothingness.
Oh, dude, it's bad. Have
Yo,
you guys seen how
pasty
bad
ass.
it is?
I feel like
Like-
you're the one that would be the emergency.
Damn. Dude, that looks like the difference between my feet and my calves.
Right now,
Dude,
right
have
now,
you
his
seen-
mom's like, his heartbeat dropped. He's gone zero.
Right? Yeah. Oh my
Have
god.
you have you seen the difference between my feet and my calves?
Oh, I bet it's ridiculous.
Dude, look at this.
Especially where you're like so white.
I'm not
you
gonna be able to
know.
put it in camera, guys, but just trust
No,
me.
that's for feet
Well,
finder.
well,
That's
yeah.
for Feet Finder.
Ginger love over there.
Ginger.
Gingy.
I would say mine's about. My contrast is actually pretty close to that. It's pretty crazy.
like I'm a pale dude, but I, mean,
Yeah.
I get so much sun that I tan.
well, and then
and
when
it
your feet
is-
don't get none, you know.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm
And
thinking
then a
about
few
wearing-
weeks ago, we went floating in Rexburg at the Warm Slough, and I sunscreened my legs, you know, and like kind of up past my knees and like everything. But what I didn't account for was like my water shoes, like they drop real low on the foot, right?
Yeah.
And then my shorts, they like yanked up like this, right? So this top part, or this bottom part of my thigh and top part of my foot just got fucking barbecued, dude. I mean, like,
Gorged.
Oh,
I'm
just
talking like, I think there were like a medical
Mr.
degree
Cap.
of
Burn.
burn because like I literally was peeling the skin off the top of my feet.
within like a day or two.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
bad. And
It's
then
called a third-degree
for-
burn.
You can.
Ugh.
It was for sure that because, like, if I kind of strip down to that right now, you can still visibly see the burns. This was over 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
damn.
I was like,
no, that whole
Mm.
because we were all there
yeah,
except you, and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I got burned.
Gavin would have, or
Zach.
Zach would have died.
Yeah, he would have.
He would have, yeah.
That would've been fine.
He
You would
would've passed
have. You would
away.
have changed colors. You could have claimed a different race.
This was the kind of sunshine
It was
that exterminates
Gingers.
gingers.
Yeah. No, it was like
Yeah, we haven't seen Captain since then.
She passed
No, I have.
away.
Yeah,
she
she
didn't
passed.
die. I saw her literally last week.
That's a
Oh, no,
that's
she
a
passed.
that's a.
And then she actually she wanted
Whatever.
to hang out tonight, and I was like, of course.
I saw that she put that.
What?
Well, like
on
she
the crew
put like,
page?
yeah, hit me up on here if anybody wants to hang out or get a
Whatever.
hold of me or
Oh.
whatever. It wasn't really like anything.
Like, hey,
Stupendous. It
definitive.
wasn't like a party or anything.
I was like, nope, we got sponsors to take care of and money to make.
We
Okay.
have fucking sponsors.
yeah,
No, the ones that
Kids
we'll
Club.
get eventually.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we're gonna
We're,
inspire them woke kids.
Yeah,
I want to
If-
get sponsored by Pit Viper.
Pit Viper would be sick. I was just about to say, like, what would be like a dream sponsor for you guys for this podcast?
You know what?
Pit Viper's a great answer.
Twisted Tea.
That's a great answer too. Actually, a podcast that I listen to is sponsored by Twisted Tea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
called
that'd be
Bussin' with the Boys.
Well, here's the thing about alcohol sponsors
Yeah,
is we get sponsored by Twisted Tea. That's all of us can drink.
that
That's
would be
it.
You want to know
awful.
who I want to be sponsored by?
Huh.
I want to be sponsored by two people. Elon
People?
Musk. Yeah. And Trump.
Why would we get sponsored by...
and Trump.
I want to get... If we're getting
Dude,
sponsored by people, we're not leaving the sponsorship. We're going to get back to the brand one. But, like, if I want to get sponsored by people, it's Rogan and Trump.
No, because like,
Yeah.
especially with all the woke shit talk we've done,
Mm-hmm.
or education, re-education, because they're educating us
Yeah,
now,
we're
I guess.
educational.
Anyway, have you seen his commercials against trans?
Hang on. You're getting
They're
you're getting into
amazing.
the weeds here. What would be your dream
Brand?
sponsor? Yeah, brand.
Oh,
People's weird. That's weird. And this episode is brought to you by Elon Musk. Like, what?
you know how fucking
Yeah.
funny that would be.
We'd have
Well,
a lot of
SpaceX.
money to
yeah.
He's like,
SpaceX.
I bought
Dude,
you everything.
Tesla.
SpaceX. Yeah.
We could do a podcast in space.
No.
See, I wouldn't.
If
I
we were
wouldn't
sponsored
shriek
by
and freak
SpaceX.
out and run out of that one.
You would?
So,
No, I said I wouldn't.
Oh,
like,
dude, I'd love
much
to do
like
one in space.
McDonald's.
So,
well, yeah. So what
thing
did you
is-
say?
Okay,
I don't
go
have
ahead,
one.
go ahead, go
I'm,
ahead.
I'm thinking, go ahead.
So yeah, mine would be Pit Viper
Pit Viper.
because
Okay.
I'd either Pit Viper or I would love to get sponsored by a company like Audio Technica.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
That'd be cool. Either that or, like, get sponsored by, like, Build Redux or something like that. Get sponsored a PC or something. Like, dude, that'd be awesome.
I don't know what that is.
It's a gaming-
company.
I mean, it's
a company
cool.
that builds
It's cool, but
computers.
I'm saying like dream sponsor, like something
Like
awesome.
something big brand.
Yeah,
big brand.
like Twisted Tea makes sense. Pit Viper makes a ton of sense.
It would have to stay within the automotive range for me, honestly,
Why?
because I just don't see
So
us
you
getting
could do-
sponsored by somebody that's like, we're clothes based, because then they're just like, hey, we actually have we do have a targeted audience, but not all of our targeted audience actually wears our stuff. It's like other people wear it, and they're woke. We say non-woke shit. The next thing you know,
Okay, so-
they're losing sales because they support us.
Man, making so much of this.
But
Okay, so what
Simplest
vehicle?
question.
I don't know.
If it was like automotive, like,
We could get sponsored by
O'Reilly's.
Rogaine.
yeah,
or yeah,
Rogaine.
I don't really care to get my hair back.
3 out of the 4 of us.
3 out of 4 men lose their hair.
actually, I think statistically that's correct.
Pretty cool.
Like it's close. It's
in a
rather
small
3 out of
sample
4,
size.
3 out of 5.
Yeah, okay, so what car brand would it be if you have to stay in the automotive industry?
Or
I'd have to go with.
Or maker?
I'd go with Chevy.
Chevy? Yeah, that's funny. You guys both picked the sponsors of this same podcast. They're sponsored by Twisted Tea and Chevy Trucks.
oh, really?
Yeah,
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, if we get sponsored by Chevy Trucks, does that mean we get to get a Chevy?
I would
a truck?
hope so.
That would be
Dude,
fucking dope.
honestly,
Oh, you know
even
what,
if
actually-
they're like, we want you guys to do a commercial, that would be fucking tight.
Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Dodge. Get sponsored by Ram, so
Okay.
we can get all black Dodge Rams.
All black Dodge Ram.
Just so you can
and
make
as
that
we're
joke?
driving it, it's like the slow-mo montage, and then that song starts up. You know the song. He's bouncing on my booty.
No, that would be Ford.
Dude,
I don't know.
Ford is way better than
Feels
Dodge.
pretty dodgy.
I actually I have.
I don't know. I think Ford would fall into that. I mean,
Ford.
Actually,
they're already
I-
gay pride.
The first time I heard that song was a Ford
Like they.
Ford
TikTok
Talk.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ford,
and I sent it to
uh,
every Ford guy.
I actually have a
It's a
funny story
satire.
about
I
that
don't know why
song
you call
that
it
we can get
mockery.
to later.
But so Ford, I would rank Ford just below Chevy. I mean, if someone came up to me, and was like, "You get to pick one of these 3 trucks," and they presented me with a
Yeah.
Chevy or a GMC.
Uh-huh.
Okay, no, I'll do Chevy because if a GMC's in that, I'm picking the GMC.
Right.
They presented me with a Chevy, a Ford, and a
Dodge.
Ram.
Toyota, too. Put a Toyota in there.
So
I mean,
Ford.
just so I can just laugh at
okay,
it.
diesel.
Okay.
So
Dude,
is it
you-
gas or diesel?
E&E.
You know what?
Any
No,
of
no,
that's-
no, no. They're all half tons. I'm going to say that.
They're all half tons. Okay,
all
so all
half
half ton.
That's a Chevy. That's easy.
For me, it'd be a hard choice between that or a Ford.
Really?
it would be a hard
You
choice
don't like
between
care
me
how
and
long
Dodge.
it runs?
But then,
Fuck off.
how long it runs?
Yeah.
Fords run a long fucking time.
Yeah,
if they're
but-
taken care of.
But I mean,
You could say that about a fucking
any
Volkswagen
vehicle.
Beetle.
You can say that about any vehicle, true. But I see Fords go up for sale 24/7. You rarely find GMCs
Yeah.
and Chevys. They're always super expensive. Why? Because
'cause
they hold. They don't
They hold their
need the
value.
immense amount of care. They can take the beating.
Yeah.
And then it goes Dodge. It goes Ram.
I don't know, man.
And then Ford is at the bottom because they're fucking everywhere.
Well, they're
You could go into any
There's so
goddamn
many of
parking
them.
lot. You could find at least 6 Fords.
There's so many of them,
The
at
odds of you
least.
finding a GMC and a Chevy, multiple of them,
Mm-hmm.
the odds are slim.
I don't know, man. There's a reason why a lot of companies for their work trucks.
They buy them because they're cheap. Well, they're not cheap. They actually do buy a lot of used ones. So yeah, no, they're cheap, and their parts are fucking everywhere. They're still expensive, which
Yeah.
is stupid.
well, ever since the whole debacle with Ford having that chip shortage and having brand new trucks sitting on the lot for 2
No,
years,
that was one truck, and it wasn't a truck.
it was F-150s, it was F-250s, F-350s because
Yeah.
they all used the same
I'm
chip.
That's most
pretty
of the
sure it was the
50s.
Ford Bronco.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure it was just the Ford Bronco.
Uh-uh.
No,
There
no.
was for a lot of them, dude.
There was a
The
story.
chip shortage was
Although,
huge.
take
and it wasn't just
most
Ford. Ford
everything-
wasn't the only one who suffered from that. a
Yeah,
lot of
but
other
Ford
companies
got
did, too.
hit the
the most.
Most
They're-
everything that Gavin has stated as an absolute fact, though, has been proven wrong. So
Yep.
take that to
into account. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right, so
go
let's
to
go-
any dealership and you'll be like Ford, 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 Ford.
By the
One
way,
GMC.
He visits fucking Lithia Ford and is like, why are there so many fucking Fords here?
There's so many.
Do we even have a
Fords.
Ford like actual dealership?
yeah,
I just
on
named
Broadway.
it. I
Oh,
just
really?
named
Yeah.
it. Isn't it Lithia Ford?
Isn't it?
Bro-
What?
It was Broadway Ford. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
everybody
I'm
called
thinking
it.
of the
Ford.
black.
Okay, see,
I'm
if you
thinking
said
of
Broadway Ford, I think that
Sorry,
would
I'm
have
thinking
snapped.
of. Probably thinking about the Blackfoot one.
Anyway,
that's Ted
my dream
Jenkins.
sponsor is Trojan.
Trojan, that'd be a good one.
I
Why,
just
so you-
needed to put that in there because you
I don't-
skipped me.
What, 'cause
So-
you-
No, yeah.
Okay,
And
no,
like
let's go
kids
like
in
this.
bags?
Let's get our sponsors lined up. So we're going
Hey.
to Twisted Tea and Trojan
I just think that'd be funny.
and
Ram.
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 Okay, well, you Chevy.
Trojan Ram.
Yeah.
And then mine would be Audio Technica because that's a audio based thing,
Mm-hmm.
which would be good for the podcast.
Either
Is that really like a dream
either
sponsor
that or
though?
road?
Oh, dream sponsor?
Yeah,
That's
that's, why I
what the
said
goal of
dream
it.
sponsor, not just like what would be the most logical or like what would
Oh,
benefit
okay.
us the most.
Dream sponsor?
Yeah, dream sponsor. You said Pit Viper. That was you nailed it.
That was
Like,
gold.
Okay, you
Yeah,
know, let's
that
do
was
Pit
like-
Vipers. Okay, so let's combine all that together. We're drinking and driving,
Yeah.
and then we're fucking
Yeah.
all while wearing pitties.
Yeah.
I got my pitties on.
See, that
got
was a
my
good. That's a
pitties
good.
on.
That's a good.
You're
quad
wearing
there.
pitties, driving a Chevy, drinking Twisted Tea.
Well, mine
a-
was originally
as,
Chevy. That's
as
right.
you're pretending to put
Your
a condom on.
dick.
You're like, yep,
Pretending
rolling
to
it
put
on there. You ever, and then like you do the thing, stealing a joke right here, just being right up front with that, where you put it the wrong way and it just goes, and you go, huh, trampoline, and then you flip it the other way.
What?
Do any of you two know what that is from?
Do you
no,
know what that's from?
but I know that it's happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
like where you
Personal
flip it, you
experience.
pull it out, and it just happens to be the
Wrong
wrong
way.
direction. So easy to do that, especially if it's dark. And so you don't go down the roll down way, you go down the way where it just bounces off the tip, and you go, ooh, trampoline.
I have never. No. What? So what's
There's
it from?
there's no way you haven't done it.
You went
I
to
mean,
put
I've
on,
done it,
No,
but
no.
I've never gone like, oh, trampoline.
It's
That's the
Dane.
joke.
It's a Dane
Dane
Cook
Cook.
bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking
okay,
love-
gotcha.
Who shit on the
Whoop,
coats?
Trampoline. Who shit on the coats? Yeah. And Dane Cook, believe me,
love Dane
has
Cook.
fucked a lot.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet
So much pussy.
he got them lined up out of the door.
I feel like we're off topic.
Like all the
When are we
do
ever
that a
on
lot.
topic?
We do that a lot. Okay, so all right, we covered the sponsorship thing.
Cool.
That's cool. Chevys are better than Fords. Covered that.
All right,
Yeah,
you go and buy an
just-
expensive piece of shit.
okay.
You just need to chill.
Okay. So
I didn't
You-
expect you to be the one to push back on this.
I like. I'm a GMC Chevy guy,
Yeah.
right? But
But he goes and buys a Ford.
Ford, I was saying if
I would
you
buy a Ford too, but they're not as good.
no, they're just as good.
No.
Mm,
I would have
I
to
spent
say
a lot of time with
they're not.
Fords in the oil field and seeing them just take what we.
That's a different
I could say the
sample.
same thing with me at work. We beat the shit out of the Dodge and the Chevy.
and now they're fixing them.
Yeah.
And that's the amount of you didn't see how often those Fords probably got fixed.
Yeah.
I was with them every day.
Oh, I worked at I didn't work in the engine shop. There was an engine shop in the shop that I worked in when
Yeah.
I worked on the CNC machines. Finally, I like walked up there and I was like, okay, you got to solve the mystery for me. I was like, what is the one that you see the most?
It's Ford.
It was Ford. Of
Okay.
the truck engines. I was like, all right, second most? Cummins.
Really?
Very least, Dirty Maxes.
Okay, so here's one thing that could.
And I'm sure there's other
Here's-
shops out there that
Yeah, I was
be like,
gonna
well,
say,
no,
mine-
what I
mine-
thought was.
but here's the thing about that. That
Mm-hmm.
could be there's more people that own Fords.
But we live in it.
So
yeah,
there's
there
more people
is.
getting maintenance and work done because there's more of them out on the road.
But he said it was like 10-1.
I mean, it still could be that way. I mean, it still could.
And
And
you know Ford guys don't have more money. That's for sure.
No.
it's all about the black Dodge Ram. They got the money.
They got the black
They got
Dodge.
the
That or they either do or they don't because like you need 8 or 9 co-signers get this
to get
this all
Black
black Dodge Ram.
All black Dodge Ram.
That's the only reason I could afford mine. It was blue.
It was blue. That's right. Yeah.
He got
Dude.
the
I'm just gonna
the
paint it
color
black.
discount.
And I mean, if it ends up being to where both these guys on this side of the table have Dodges, then I mean we know why they're on.
I mean, I'd
That
still
side
have
of the
my
table.
Chevy.
I know, but you're kind of tainting.
What
it,
happened to your
like,
Chevy?
It still runs. It's just having issues.
What-
Shut up, Zach.
What about
Shut up, Zach.
Kevin? What about your Dodge?
It's fine. Why?
Just saying.
What?
I'm just getting a point proven here.
Okay,
Oh,
but
so
really.
you just
you're
two
also,
trucks.
You're also taking
Do you
my
own a Ford, Dick?
94
94
Chevy
Chevy and a 2008 Dodge.
that's got 400,000 miles on it.
It's got 400,000.
Yeah,
never
410.
I take that back.
Yeah,
Chevy
oh,
West.
that's impressive.
That's a good long life for an engine,
Yeah.
especially a gas engine,
I was like, the fuck are you? You can't talk shit.
especially
on
a
my truck.
94. That's
Yeah,
a good
That's
long life.
abused.
Mine's a 95.
You guys got the same truck almost. Yours is just
Oh,
a 3/4 ton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
mine's-
pretty damn close.
Anyway.
do we
His
have
interior
anything
is
to
different.
yeah.
What
Do-
direction were we going before?
We
this?
don't have a direction yet, but we should
pick one.
we should pick
Pick
one.
a fucking lane, guys.
So, what do you guys want to do first?
I want to fuck.
I want to fuck. He just wants to fuck right here.
like,
You know what? Let's
you just
um,
see the cameras just fall over, and you.
I guess that's a good way to start off Trevor's comeback. Get it? Come on his back.
Gavin,
Wow.
you said
This
you
is
said
the-
something about stories.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I have 3 stories I want to tell you. One is true, one is completely fake, and one is like half true. In the sense of, yeah, no, it's kind of half true. Yeah. Anyway, you guys
Cool.
want to hear them?
Yeah, let's hear
But
it.
here's the thing: is I want you to guess which one's the true
Yeah.
one, which one's the
Tell
fake
the
one.
stories. We'll all
Guess
make our guesses, and then
at the end of it,
at the end of
Okay.
it, yeah.
and they're going to be random. So
Oh, you're not going to do them in a particular order so that we know.
yeah, well, of course not. But it not only that, it's going to be like random as in like how they appear. So, for example, I'll go with this first one. A news article popped up a few years back about how these this laboratory in China was screwing around with AIs and robots, and they had built a military AI robot, 3 of them to be precise, and 3 of them.
He said it's precise.
Precise, I know.
Precise.
Precise. But when they turned them on to do the field test, they had done multiple tests before this, but they finally thought they had gotten it right. And so they turned them on, and they were doing their procedure, and they were doing really, really well. They had finally gotten this, it's this weird snap thing when it turns. Because when you're turning corners and shit like that, the robots
Yeah,
are
I
just,
know.
just making sure. Anyway, something went wrong, and all 3 of them started talking to each other, and then they killed 17 different scientists, and were just basically rampaging until they were shut down with a mass amount of rounds and EMTs. Our next story.
EMTs? You mean EMPs?
EMP. Yeah, sorry.
A bunch of medics went in. Let's get it.
EMT!
Do you know what's weird? I heard that part and I completely accepted it.
Yeah, well, it's because I meant
I
EMPs.
was like, yeah, you go and shoot them down, and then you bring in the medical.
Well,
person.
I mean, technically, they could use the heart, the
Defibrillator?
that thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nuke-
So
that would be
Nuke the
pretty
electronics.
impressive.
without making a prediction,
So-
really quick.
But this is, I'm going to tell you the next story.
I was like,
Okay.
I just thought we could discuss it a little bit.
No, we
No,
have to
okay.
discuss after.
All right, fine. All right.
So the next story. So the next story is about a woman who had killed her best friend and kidnapped her baby. So her friend was pregnant. They were both pregnant, and this lady had hers 2 weeks before her friend, and she was a single mom. She had postpartum depression, and she ended up killing her baby. She shook her to death.
shaking baby syndrome.
Yeah, and
God, fuck them kids.
but no, this is the crazy part. She like spirals and shit, and she ends up killing her best friend, and basically gutting her open and taking her baby
This
that's
is my
still
favorite
alive,
story.
and she left her dead baby with her friend
Like put it in her or just left it
I don't know on
Next
that.
to her.
next
No,
to
I
her.
it's weird because then she wrapped her up in a bag and she like sank her into like this part of the river. And there was this heavy fucking storm that happened not even 2 days later, and her body washed up.
Oh shit.
It took like 3 months to find out that she had killed her friend and kidnapped her baby.
Damn.
And the reason they found out is because of the baby. So
The baby told.
no, so when your baby
Fucking
is
snitch.
born, when it's going through your birthing canal, it actually causes the baby's head to like form
Yeah.
and
Like it
push it
cones it.
together.
Cones it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
cones it
look
together.
weird.
And so the baby was believed to be like still in her because she still had weeks to go before she was ready to deliver. And so the baby's head wasn't like, they said there was no way for the baby, the fetus, to have its cone if it was
Oh.
never born.
Right, because it didn't pass through the canal.
Yeah, so they were like, this isn't her
becau-
fucking baby.
Because the baby that was found was coned.
Right.
Yeah, because the baby was coned. And then they were like, so this isn't her baby.
Because if it would have been essentially a C-section baby,
Yeah.
There
they
would
wouldn't
have
have
been.
been. They wouldn't have been
Is
coned.
it weird that birth canal turns me on?
Oh my god. Fucking weird.
I just like the way you said it, like birth canal.
But so yeah, so they ended up putting the pieces together because, and this is the craziest part, the husband has been in jail the entire time because they thought he had killed her because she had just gone missing, and people were like, "Where the hell's your wife?"
But I thought she
And
was
he's
a
all
single
like,
mom.
No, this is
The
the
friend was a single mom.
yeah, the friend was a single mom, so she killed her friend that had a husband and all that shit, and so
Oh, gotcha. The husband
went to prison
of
because
the
everyone
dead.
I'm
Got it.
trying to not make assumptions about the husband.
like he had a hand in it.
No. That was not my assumption.
But yeah, dude, this dude had
Literally
they
scooping
had
the baby
prosecuted
out.
this dude in like a matter of fucking weeks
Huh.
because there was like, there's all this evidence. You were by whatever, like they had all this shit that like put him in a place
Yeah.
where they had thought that she had gone missing,
Okay.
and he's like, it's not me, fuck guys, and no one believed him.
Okay.
Huh.
Is that the story?
That's the end of the story.
Okay.
But they ended up catching that woman, by the way. She went to
All right.
prison
Now
for
the third
kidnapping
one?
and murder. Third one is about a woman who actually was pregnant.
Okay.
And
Say birth canal?
no. Anyway, so she was pregnant and she had given birth to, I wanted to remember the kid's name, I can't remember it. Anyway, she had given birth to some kid.
Trevor.
John Doe.
Anyway, but she also got depressed, and they lived in like Kentucky or some shit like that, someplace in Kentucky, and it was super hot this time of the year. She was super depressed. She had gotten super sick, and then she slipped in a coma, and she had died. And so they buried her because, again, it was super hot, and they were like, the weather is just way too warm. So they buried her quick. And soon after that, it was like a week or two to a couple of months. They had noticed a string of people also getting really sick and then falling into comas. But they were waking up. And so everyone was starting to think, they're like, huh. And so the locals undug this woman and found out that she was not dead. She had fallen in a coma, and she had hit this part of like, it's like half death. It's where you're not breathing and your heart doesn't beat as hard, so you can't really detect it. And they had buried this bitch alive. And she had, like, when they exhumed her, they had found her claw marks in the top of her coffin. And
Like
How
she
long was she in
still
there?
alive?
she was in there for like a couple of weeks too.
Oh, fuck off, dude. I hate those stories.
Yeah, she had been buried alive. And
But
they
she
only
was dead, right?
they
When
thought she was dead.
Well, then she was
I know,
dead.
But her
Right, but
and
she
this
was
is the worst part, her son died like 2 weeks after.
So
Oh.
Dude.
after she gave birth to him. like
Okay.
damn near immediately.
Okay.
Can I tell you which one I think is fake now?
Yeah.
I've got
that
I've got
one.
You think the story about being buried alive, dead baby?
Yeah, just and here's why.
Why?
Because they didn't do an autopsy on her.
I guess I should have put it in a time and a place. It was like the 1800s.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I'll retract
Well,
that.
yeah,
Now I gotta
sorry,
think about
I've
it.
I
been-
wrote down all 3 of my predictions.
Okay.
Okay.
So you are. Which one do you actually think is fake?
The fake one, I would want to say the middle one, the second story.
Don't
The
reveal
AI
it.
robots.
Don't reveal
No, the
it
first story.
until
Wasn't it?
everybody
Oh yeah,
has
that
said
was
our
the first
stuff.
one.
So the
Let's-
first story, I believe the AI robots is the completely true one.
Hang on.
Okay.
Say
Well, wait, no,
so
But
for
again, don't
first,
re-
second, third. Say
which one you think is?
say all 3 of your predictions. Then we'll all say it, and then Gavin
Okay.
will tell us.
So true is the AI robots killing the scientists.
Just say
Okay.
first, second, third.
Well, no, because then is the first one real, second one's half truth, and the last one's fake.
That's what I'm telling him to say, just so it's not confusing.
Okay. Well, he didn't explain that, but go.
So I'm confused now.
No, just tell you. You're like, okay, the first one, AI robots.
Yeah.
Second
the
one,
second one, which is the
half truth.
half truth, I would say is the third one, the
Buried alive.
buried alive, and then the totally completely false one is the cutting the baby out of the womb.
Okay, friend
Thing.
killed friend.
Okay. Did it the most confusing way possible.
Okay.
Did the stories out of order.
Oh,
What do you
oh, so
mean?
you're saying the AI one was?
No, I
the-
was just saying to like make your predictions in the order that the stories were told.
okay.
Oh, okay. So
Just
it'd
so
be-
we could
okay,
keep
it'd be
it straight.
true, untrue, half true.
Okay. All right. I
you go.
put not true, true, half true in that order.
Okay, so the first one was the AI is true. Second
No,
one.
no. The first one not true.
Okay, so the AI is
Second one true.
friend killed friend.
Third one half true.
Okay,
I would say AI is somewhat.
so half truth.
The friend killing friend, I would say. I would say that one's not true, and then the third one is true.
Oh, I feel like a cowgirl.
Okay, so
Stop.
all right, so discuss yourselves. Explain to yourselves why you guys think. things.
I would have to really have it laid out in front of me to like discuss in that much detail. It would just like
Yeah, because I kind
I
of gave you a
was-
shitty
for
example, like
the-
explain these stories.
I
really
thought you were
poorly.
gonna read it off your phone and then you just spitballed it. So it was like,
I would have. I would have
But-
definitely
but-
given you a better in-depth intel if I
see,
had my phone.
that would
but
be
then I
the
felt
real.
bad.
That would be the real way to do it. So really, I'm going with my gut.
Okay.
That's all. I'm
That's
going
all you
with
guys
my
can
gut.
really go with.
I'm
really.
just going with what I felt couldn't. Yeah, I'm going with what I felt was not only plausible but also like
So you don't
crazy enough to be true. That kind
True.
of thing.
Yeah.
You know
You-
that.
You don't think that AI robots killed people?
Not really.
Okay.
It was that one. It was the number of people.
17.
I could believe like 2 killed, 1 very injured. That kind of numbers, 17 seemed like a massacre. Like they're going through like, like that seemed like a lot. Doesn't that seem like a big number?
Yeah.
But
It doesn't.
That
also-
seems like
but
an
also at the
that's
same
what
time,
that's an explosion. Even when you hear about an explosion, it ends up being 6 people on a floor, or something
Or
like that.
at the bottom of the ocean.
okay,
5.
Anyway,
Kevin.
all right. So I'll tell
Yeah.
you which one's the
Okay.
the truth.
Just okay.
Buried alive.
Buried alive.
She
is,
was genuinely buried alive. She,
that's the totally true one, and
That's
I put
totally
half true
true.
on that one. Okay. Did anybody
Full
say
blown
true
true.
on that one?
That's the one I said true.
Okay. Okay. Good job.
the friend killing her friend.
Mm-hmm.
Total bullshit.
Fuck.
I
Damn it! I was completely wrong then. God damn it!
is
That's
total
right.
bullshit. I pulled that from episode of Bones.
Really?
I
Yeah.
knew that.
You
Fuck.
felt that in your bones because you're just like
That
that.
just
So
felt like-
familiar.
that
That's
felt
why you
like-
did it.
Do you know why I said true
Well, I
on
was-
that one? Because some maternal,
No, it's
like
very
it,
common.
It
With
feels like it could be real. Like somebody could
So
just go.
there is.
There's
God,
a
I was
lot of people
completely
who
wrong.
actually.
So there is actually a case. I'll have to look up her name here in a minute, but she wasn't pregnant, but she was faking to be pregnant
Oh, I think I heard of
And-
this one.
right before like she was supposed to have the baby. She went and found a pregnant girl, gutted her, took the baby. The baby died.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And then-
like not proper medical.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was all.
I thought
That means
maybe
I got
maybe
every
I
one of my predictions
you
right.
got it all right.
Okay,
I got
so-
it all wrong.
And so,
So the
the AI is the half truth. So there is actually government facilities that in China that have been working on military AI robots.
Well, I believe that.
Currently, they are functional, but they don't do so. They're what is it called?
Now that I think about that, that makes sense as like a half truth because I didn't believe
It's
the death part.
yeah.
Right.
Was
Necessarily.
it the death
So
part?
the part is that they're not autonomous. They're not actually doing the full AI
Yeah.
experience. So they're doing a lot of AI things like they are used to deactivate bombs. They are used to detect search and rescues and shit like that. Those are real robotic military
sure.
AIs that they use on a common basis.
I believe that part 100%. Yeah.
But when it comes to actually shooting people, they've left that autonomously. So they're not autonomous. So somebody's behind a controller for that one.
For that, yeah.
Right.
So it doesn't just happen.
Like,
Okay,
it-
so
it's like a-
there's
the-
no high
I
risk
should've-
chance of failure.
as
But-
I was explaining myself, I should have gone with that. I was like, I didn't believe that part.
yeah,
You know, I should have just gone with.
but I think it's Japan
Sorry.
or China that actually left an AI
Something wrong?
robot in
No.
charge of the
Okay.
Navy. A part of the Navy
Oh really?
is run by an AI.
No, I'm just sad because there goes my fucking hopes and dreams of fucking D-Day fucking Terminator and seeing
iRobot.
a fucking naked Arnold Schwarzenegger come out of the fucking
Portal.
out of the future portal. Sorry, what?
First off, you just want to see a naked dude with muscles.
I'm
Got
sure
it.
you
Yay.
can find a naked Arnold.
No, I wanted to see it in person and have him go, I'll be back.
Get to the chopper.
That's the wrong fucking movie.
But
I know,
no, so
but
they are
still.
real,
Put the
but
cookie
they're
down.
Not, they're not full AI.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was fun.
I feel good. 'Cause
And you know what? I think he
got it
wouldn't have
right.
come to those conclusions
Mm-hmm.
if you guys hadn't been like, I think what he did is he's like, he said this, he said that. These are my answers. They're different.
Yeah, right. Like we were.
No.
No, he
That's what
did
I was-
well. He did well.
He did
That's
really
what I
well,
was
though. I'm
thinking.
really impressed with it, though.
That's what I was thinking from the get go. Because
Trevor gets
like-
so defensive
well, no, because of the whole AI
as he
thing.
gets defensive
Because
about
no,
that.
I think Trevor actually has heard about the AI thing.
Yeah.
I've heard about it too.
Yeah.
Like I heard about it. I was like, oh, maybe they did kill but
Well,
people.
it's
but I
like,
didn't
yeah.
know about that.
See,
God,
and
I
the-
should have just listened. Fuck.
The totally fake one I was gonna go with was one that was about how this Chinese tourist got caught with what was it? It was like 400 different kinds of animal penis. in
That's a lot of penises to
in,
find.
in
even.
a plane.
Ooh.
So he was trying to transport them to China
Yeah,
with a bunch of animal cocks.
dude, you
It's
could.
not real, but they were like, he's had 17 zebra dicks and all this stuff, and I was all like, what?
Are you
Wow.
sure it was a Chinese guy and it wasn't just a
That feels-
white dude
it was a
named
wh-
No.
Blake Greeno?
Right?
That feels like a that feels like a Japanese thing to do, not a Chinese thing.
No, it's both. So it's actually
Ooh,
it's a huge
they
problem.
don't like it when you say that.
It's
We're not the same.
No, it's the same in the regards to the medicine because it's actually very common for poachers to go to Africa and denut and cut the junk off of all sorts of animals and the
Sure.
horns and grind them up so that it's for medicines for erectile dysfunctions and everything from herpes to warts,
Yeah.
So, I got a story now. It's a
Okay.
feel-good story.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm gonna
Do
bring
that.
this picture up on here, for you guys to see. What do you think what does that look like?
It looks like a dude walking a giant dog.
I mean, I'm reading the caption, so that's
Don't
what
read the
I'm-
fucking caption.
I read it
I mean,
immediately as you brought it up. It looks like a dog,
Okay,
but
so,
except for the legs,
Yeah.
the back
Is
legs.
that a goddamn kangaroo?
no, it's a.
Are you
it's a-
fucking retard?
Okay, so
Dude,
this
I'm not
is-
wearing glasses. Fuck you.
Okay, so this
They're
is a picture.
Put them on.
All right, so this is a picture of a boy walking a deer,
Yeah,
and so
a small deer,
yeah,
a
small.
doe, a deer.
It really does
female
look like a
deer.
goddamn
Anyway,
kangaroo
so-
bending over and picking something off the ground.
I'm not sure
No,
where
it
this is
doesn't.
at, But this boy, he there's a blind deer in this neighborhood, completely blind, and so every morning before this kid goes to school, he will walk the deer to one patch of grass to another to make sure it gets food.
Oh.
Aw.
So why didn't you just call the animal shelter?
Well, they
Because
don't
they would
take
just
deers.
euthanize it.
They would just euthanize it.
It's a blind deer.
No, because the zoos would have just taken it in.
Zoos don't
take-
have deer.
Yeah, zoos
Yeah,
aren't
they
gonna.
do.
Well, no, they don't.
Our zoo has a deer.
No, it doesn't.
It's not a common deer. It's a fucking deer, though.
That is just a
That's a white-tailed
That
deer.
is a
Whitetail.
normal deer that
Guys,
you would
that would be
hit on
considered
the
a
side of the
rescue
road.
and be considered a
No,
write-off.
that deer, if he calls anybody, that deer is dead.
Yep.
It's
Anyway.
as good as dead.
That's a 10-year-old
But for
boy.
one
Let him
thing-
have.
Yeah,
let him
just
have
let
his
him do a
Disney
nice
princess
thing.
moment.
Okay, I wouldn't even call that Disney
'Cause
princess. That
it
thing is
wouldn't
fucking
be,
blind. He's just being a good kid.
Because it wouldn't be animal control that would go get it. It would be fish and game.
Yeah.
And then a blind deer. It has no chance in the wild. So it's like,
no,
But that's
Yeah.
again.
they just off it.
wow, that was
Yep.
a pretty good click.
But so that's a feel-good story.
So
Could you
yeah,
just imagine
I like
he's
that.
getting ready for school, and mom's like, "All right, you got your lunch, you got your backpack. Did you feed the blind deer?"
Yeah, he's like, no, mom.
And he's just like every day. He's like, it becomes a chore. He's like, fuck,
right.
I'll
Not
do it.
again.
Like, you know that thing when you're like you're about to do a chore, like
Yeah.
you're about to take out the trash, and then somebody walks in and is like, "Hey, can you take out the trash?" And you're like, I was willing to do it before you said anything, but
Yeah.
now that you said it, I really don't want to fucking do it. Now
Or-
I'm doing it with attitude.
or you're about to take out the trash, or you're about to do the dishes. You're gonna do it genuinely.
Yeah.
And then they ask you to, and you're like, well, now I'm not gonna get any credit for it because I got asked to
'Cause
do it.
Yeah, because now
like
it's-
I was about
now-
to do
Because
it.
I didn't take the initiative.
Yeah, but I was.
I got told.
and
Yeah.
like you can, and I'll freak out. I'll stomp, and I'll go. I was about to. Like every time, I'll lose my fucking mind with that.
Throw a little temper tantrum.
Yeah, I do too because I.
But because it's honestly, I honestly think it's annoying because then it's like, now you think I'm just doing what you're telling me to do.
Yeah, and it's barely better than not doing it at all.
Yeah, exactly.
So then I'll just do that.
oh yeah,
Then I go and play Madden.
because you're mad.
Yeah.
Hey,
like-
that's a good
Mad.
segue into a topic you wanted to talk about.
yes. What was
So-
that?
The names, those funny names. NFL recruits.
Oh yeah.
Jeez,
So we're-
fucking
He's like,
We're
I
gonna-
set you up, bro.
We're gonna need your help for this.
Yeah.
So okay. So there's really nothing for us to do here. There's just there's a history in the NFL and other leagues, but particularly the NFL and the NBA as of late, of just having fucking hilarious names of these new young guys coming in.
Oh yeah, like love's left to come.
No, what? No, but like you're not gonna believe. So there's one guy I've known about since he started college.
What would I search for this?
Put in like
Funny NFL
2023 NFL rookie names. Just put in funny ones. NFL funny.
Rookie names.
Yeah, because like there's okay. So
Ah,
let's go.
that's
So
Some
let's
dyslexia right there.
let's just bring up the list. Max Duggan. Okay.
Max
Dugan?
That's not
Dugan.
too funny.
Duggan. No, that's not that funny. Tank Bigsby.
Tank.
So they're
That
either
sounds like
Deuce.
taint.
they're
Has
either
Deuce
funny
Vaughn.
or just kind of awesome. Okay. Dontavian Wicks. Damn. Payne Durham.
Pain.
Pain.
Juice Scruggs. Osiris Torrance. Javon Gwynn. Peter Skorinsky. Broderick Jones. See, that one's just kind of cool. Broderick. DeMarvian Overshone. Gervin Dexter Sr. Nesta Jade. Silvera. Oh. Okay. Habakkuk. Baldano.
Madonna.
Yaya Diaby.
Davi.
Moro. Jesus. It
No,
wasn't
it's not Jesus.
Jomo.
It's Om Joe.
Jamu.
Yeah.
Om Jomo. This just sounds like a bunch
Yeah.
of white dudes saying racist shit about names.
This isn't
does.
the list I was looking for.
Yeah, these are like just really
Go
hard.
back. These are just difficult. Yeah.
Oh, that's
No,
because
that-
he clicked
that's
on
fantasy
best
fo-
names.
Rookie names.
How is that the best names? They should be called tongue twisters.
What are some of the best names
When you
this year's
speak.
upcoming rookies?
Yeah. Okay.
Your Ha Clinton Dixon.
Okay. Yeah. There was a guy
Of
in the
the
name
world.
in the league genuinely named Clinton Dix
Yeah.
because his name was Hashan.
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah. Guess the race on him. You guessed right.
Wow.
You guessed right.
Damn.
Okay.
Can I zoom
Color
on
of
There's
my
got to be
shirt.
some. Those are the same name. There. Okay.
Chikoski
So there's
Bonds?
one. Like I'll tell you one right now.
Bumper Pool?
Bumper
I don't think
Pool.
that's real.
I don't think that's
See,
real.
some of them you won't think
Zach,
are real.
Zach Kuntz.
Zach Kuntz.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and I
Colts-
love that.
The Colts
sigh.
could have Cox and Cunts.
Cox and Cunts. Oh my God. Yeah.
There could be a Philip Cox.
This is a feed. Like
But
this is a
General
conversation feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
fucking
naming stuff.
Reddit.
Yeah, I don't think these are real names, dude.
Ah, fuck. Now I want my phone so bad.
Just go
Yeah,
grab it.
Get it. Get out. Get it. Oh, this is Reddit. Yeah, get out of this. This is Juice Scruggs. I think you need to change your wording a little bit.
That's
maybe
what I
just-
said. I was like, you should put funny before, rookie names.
Rookie Premier Player List.
Oh, it comes with faces.
The
Okay,
third guy.
Those are like so normal.
These are all the rookies coming into the season.
Go back up one. That dude looked like he had a giant
Clayton
fucking
Tune.
tumor on the left side of his skull, but it's just a weird hairdo.
I don't.
That's
He's the white guy,
cultural.
just so we're clear.
Oh, those are all the top. That was the first round, just right there. Like those are all going to be first round players. Are always like,
Good.
well,
Okay.
generally, yeah.
Let's just look up some funny names in general.
Just maybe it's NFL is the problem. Like because there's college ones that aren't quite there.
There's a guy's name that is Deshaun Mandick.
Yeah,
All right.
there's a
Well,
like.
Blake, I gotta piss real quick, so
Yeah.
you go and grab your phone and look it up, and
All
you guys
right.
carry on a conversation.
Alrighty.
We are just started
So,
off hot here, didn't
Just
we?
round robin real quick. Back to that one song. I think it's called "Good Looking."
Good looking.
Yeah.
Good looking.
It's like bouncing on my. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
by Jake Hill.
No, it's something Dallas, I think. Anyways, no, it's not Dick Dallin Dallas. It's called "Good Looking."
You know what? I got a P two.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
You guys.
Woo!
They're gonna miss this.
You want to grab me a beer before you leave?
So I was on my way to work with my
Boyfriend?
coworker.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're
And-
calling him now.
with my coworker, and that song comes on, and he's sitting there jamming out to it, and
And he was weirdly bouncing. You were like, don't love that. You got some real traction on that seat.
so he's jamming out to the song, and he was explaining to me. He's like, this is from like the woman's point of view.
The
Like,
woman's point of view.
He's like talking like what happens to the woman and stuff like that, and I'm like, no.
No, it sounds like a dude
'Cause
bouncing
I was like,
butt cheeks
I was
on
like,
dick.
sitting there listening to it, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Pussy."
Pussy?
yeah,
You bro pussy.
pussy,
Ew.
pussy, and I just look at him. I'm like, no, it's about two gay guys.
It's about bumping
He's like-
dude dick. Bumping the ugly with the dude.
He's like, no, there's no fucking way. He's like, there's no fucking way about this is about two guys. He's like, it's about a girl, like what's going on, like what's happening to the girl. I'm like, he said pussy. And so I look up the lyrics, and then I also look up like what it is. Straight up, like he's got a song called "Good Looking," and he's got another one, "Whiskey Something," and yeah, no, total like gay, like
Gay as fuck.
yeah, And he's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. He's like, I have gone around listening to this song full blast in my Razor so everybody can hear up in the mountains.
Getting
It's
hollered at.
This is fucking gay shit.
They're like, that guy's so gay, he's proud.
He's like, I have had a full ass conversation with my wife about this. And like she was telling me it was about two guys, and I'm like, nah, there's no way. And then he's like, you sit here on your goddamn phone and tell me it's about two guys. I gotta delete this shit off my phone. now."
Nah, dude, you party way too hard to this song. You're gay as fuck.
I was like, dude, you're fucking going around bumping
Good.
this shit.
No, that's funny because I like for a while I was bumping the Jake Hill's that one song that we listened to,
Is it the
Cutie or whatever the fuck it is.
oh, what's that one song? It was about the fucking the album art's Eggplant.
Yeah. That's the song I think I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Damn it, I can't think of the song. Let me just grab my phone real fast.
Oh my god. Well, because Zach and I played it a lot.
Like I think I'm the one who showed it to Zach, and Zach's all like, "This is satire." Later on, but it was. Do you remember that song from Jake Hill that we were like, "It's just super aggressively gay." It's like QT
Your
or
nutsack tickles my. No, sorry. Your
mustache
tickles my nutsack, baby.
Ah,
I know this song. Oh yeah, it's Ride Me or something like that.
yeah.
I think it's called Ride Me. Keep riding me.
Keep riding me. You're pretty. But yeah, that's it. That song is so aggressive, but I love that song.
But
and
that's
it's
also,
by
so what's that other one? I swear it's like by Dallas something.
my
Nutsack,
nutsack.
baby.
Cover my face with love, so baby, they'll find out it's me.
So
Dude, I love that song. It's I know it's super gay, but I bumped that song just because it's so goddamn
It's got a blink.
catchy.
It's a Blink-182 feel.
That's also what my coworker said too. He's like, that fucking sucks because this song is so fucking catchy.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
stand up for a minute because my back hurts.
Nah, you just want to show your nuts on camera.
Yeah,
No,
you
he
can see
got
my
blown
chin.
out.
Bold.
His asshole got blown out at the gym, and now he's all like, "It's hard to sit."
So
Nah.
me and Zach decided we should have researched that name thing before we went into this.
I had
Like,
thought I
we
already had.
I thought it would have been easy. So okay, admittedly we blew it on that one. We'll try that again when we're more prepared.
Well prepped.
You gotta
Anyway.
finish
Well,
the
and, like,
conversation
we
I-
could look
that.
up that video that I thought of though.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, what video?
it's the Mr. Hands video.
Oh yeah,
No.
the one that sounds like something you get called when you're in prison for raping people.
We were just talking about gay shit.
That is absolutely shocking.
Don't Google Mr. Hands.
Yeah.
No, not
pull
that
up.
one.
Pull that up.
We want
Mr. Hands Tales from the Internet.
no. We need that. We need the real deal.
I mean,
Are you on
don't-
YouTube?
Is there a fucking
I don't-
video?
It's
of
not
it?
going to be on YouTube.
Oh, is it a TikTok?
No,
no,
it's
he,
like
he wants you to pull up the fucking
dark
video.
web and shit. He's
yeah.
all
This
like-
is not.
He wants you to pull up porn, dude.
You had to play horse cocks before the fucking podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just reminded me. I can't believe this was the
Is
first
this
time.
it?
Well, that looks like just a story.
Two guys, one horse.
You.
Wait, is this like?
He's
It's a
Go to
video about him
videos.
getting
He's
fucked
straight-
by a horse, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking playing that on the podcast.
we're mostly going for audio for the podcast because
no,
it is
no,
so
guys, we
goddamn funny.
can't.
No, it is so funny.
I
Adam
feel like
Carolla
that's-
plays it on his podcast.
Okay, well,
I
he does?
love that.
Okay.
That's his go-to.
Yeah.
Adam
Okay.
Carolla
Adam-
does it.
If Adam Carolla can do it,
Adam
we can
Carolla
do
is
it.
one of the biggest podcasts in the world, and I'm pretty sure it's because of this.
Well, why don't you just look up Adam
Mr.
Carolla's
Hands,
version
two
of it?
guys, one horse. Is it two guys? Is there two guys?
I just know it's Mr. He just called it Mr. Hands.
The strange, sad story of a man named
I don't want
Mr.
the goddamn
Hands
story.
who died from having sex with a horse.
Oh.
Listen to this article.
No, not.
He wants to watch the actual
The
fucking
only
video.
intimacy that separates the proud horse owner and the perverse horse fucker is the act of sex.
Yep.
Charles
Horse
Mudini.
fucker.
Mudidi.
You need
I'm
to go
pretty sure-
wherever the
well,
real stuff is,
Especially
Zach.
if it went to court.
You gotta.
We know you have some furry porn websites under
Okay.
your belt.
Well, give me a second here.
This is how we get
Zoophilia.
flagged, guys. This is how
Mr.
the
Hands
fucking
video.
FBI takes us out.
Taking the fateful
Reddit.
horse.
Here we
cock.
go. We are on our way.
Yeah, because I can.
Listener discretion is advised.
Oh, God.
Saddle up. It fucking says.
Like this shit is.
Wait, that wasn't. This isn't fucking Reddit. Oh God,
Well, that's a virus.
where can you find Mr. Hands?
There you go. Hashtag morbid
Yep.
question.
Yes, I'm over 18.
And are you gonna regret this?
I'm sure he's in a
Absolutely.
grave somewhere. He's confirmed dead, or it's got a turtle massage. Okay, can I a video? Oh no.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
I love that you
Yes.
just click on random.
Click it.
In the ass by a horse.
This is how we get viruses.
This is how you get
Oh
viruses.
no, this is it.
Yep.
This
We
is a real
found it.
video.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
So we're not gonna play this video.
I'm not playing it.
not on the podcast video, but this guy just gets. Oh my god.
Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Oh, I guess there is two guys.
Is there?
Well,
I-
one's
it
gotta
looks like
help
one
put
like
the-
a screaming
One's- yeah,
face.
One's got to help
Okay, we're
put.
gonna let it buffer. You guys just talk about horse dick
So
for a
wait,
minute.
he.
This is mostly
Oh.
about the sound. It's so fucking funny.
How is this funny?
It's so.
And his friend was like, "Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna post
From
this."
what I heard last time, the one that's posted online is not the one that actually killed him.
Oh.
The one that was the one that made it famous, but like the next one, there was a horse with a bigger dick that was more, or maybe not even bigger dick. It was just more aggressive.
Did the horse like trample him or something?
no,
Or
No.
how-
it just
Rearranged him.
got up in him.
Rearranged.
It's
his
a
insides.
huge dick.
I want you to know I hate every ounce of what is happening right now. This is-
I hate every ounce of it too. It goes back to the topic. I think it was the three of us
Do you know what? Do you know
talked
what?
about how
whenever Blake's
fucking
here, it's
disgusting-
always animal dick.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
here's the thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't even want to. No. Ew.
I don't. I'm not watching it.
I love that Blake is just
Blake
in this.
is like
It's
dead set.
well, because I've
on
never
this.
seen it. I've only heard the audio.
I don't want to see it.
He's pulling out his cock.
He's pulling out his cock.
I'm not watching. I'm keeping my eyes averted.
Dude, I can't. This is fucked
This
up.
is so gross.
Nope.
Why are you watching it?
There you go. Well, look at this. Okay, enough of that.
Like how?
No, hey, hang on.
How is that?
Shut up.
Did you just say he came?
Oh God, that's so sick, dude. I can't.
Okay,
That's
I'm
it.
done. No,
You guys are such pussies. That wasn't even it.
That wasn't even it.
No.
We
Well,
just
I'm-
watched a dude get fucked.
I
by
don't
a
watch
It's
horse.
it.
because they just put it in his ass, and then the horse.
That's
arrived.
That's
it
about
sounds
like me.
It
The-
sounds like you've watched the video.
No, I haven't. No, because I know because the audio that I've heard was much longer. It was
Oh.
like he's really getting it,
Ew.
really getting it given to him.
This is the thing that I don't get.
But
How does that turn you on?
it doesn't turn me on. It's hilarious.
no, he's talking about
How
for
does
the
it make
other
you
people.
laugh? Yeah, that too.
Why?
Oh, you were actually talking
Dude, you
about
got
how
it.
No,
to
no,
turn him
I
on.
was really meaning it
You
in the
got
like,
it, dude.
just general.
They played it on Adam Carolla, and it just is so fucking
It
funny.
bricked him.
I can't even tell you.
Why don't you just play the Adam Carolla
'Cause
version?
it's like-
and that way we can all
Yeah,
laugh.
there we
maybe?
go.
Oh yeah, maybe Adam Carolla, Mr. Hands audio.
I said that from the beginning, but no one listens. Instead, you looked up horse porn.
I know that was Zach's idea.
Averted that.
No, this was not my fucking idea.
Like, look, I never wanted the video. I just want you guys to hear it. It's
I don't
So
think it's gonna
funny.
be funny. I don't get that. It actually makes me uncomfortable, and that's hard to do.
probably not going to play this on YouTube either. To be honest with you.
All right, I'm not looking it up.
All right, fuck it.
Anyway,
the
let's
moment-
let's
the
segue
moment-
to a happy thing where you got another blind deer that needs to be fed.
Honestly,
At
you
this
guys,
rate,
you
even
guys
to a
are
wood
acting
chipper.
like it's more disturbing than
What
it
kind of
is.
dick does
Like,
a deer
there's
have?
lots of crazy stuff on the internet.
No,
That's-
I agree. I just think it's unsettling because people are really excited about something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, and there's
Well, there's
people that
also-
probably get aroused by that kind of thing. For me, it's just like people that take it to this extent and then something happens. It's like, well, like duh, you did something that's completely unnatural,
yeah,
right?
so you're like, duh,
So
karma.
then it's like just seeing like it written like a title gives me joy. Like a guy gets killed
From
by
horse
getting
dick.
fucked in the ass by a horse. That
Yeah.
is so funny. I can't even describe how much joy that brings
I
me.
think I'm on a different wavelength.
I
of
think I'm gonna.
humor.
I think
He's
I'm gonna.
Blake's
You
over
guys
here,
don't
so like,
find
these
that-
kids died from Tide Pods?
You guys don't find that funny at all. See, and that's not funny
No.
because they just got poisoned to death. It's just Tide Pod. This guy
But it had to be
got
a-
killed by getting fucked, and it was consensual.
For
That's
one
the
of
crazy
them.
part. No, do you
Yeah.
don't think that horse was into it?
Only
He had
because
a
they
boner.
only because they used hormones from a female horse.
That's
No.
not
Hard.
true. No, they didn't do that.
I don't. Blake researched this.
I didn't.
topic.
I have never
Well,
Googled this. Zach is the only one to
Either
have
that or
Googled
they
this. I want to make that clear.
Milked the
I don't
cow.
know.
Under
I mean,
influence, I did.
Under influence.
Let's be honest.
it's on your.
There's
search
been
history.
stuff that is way less
Yeah, I
bad
know it
that
is.
you were like, I'm not Googling that. And so far, we've got you on 100% Google rate.
You do. You do.
But anyway, no.
I wish we could have found the real
There's
one
probably
because
a
it
lot of
is
ways.
so funny. The audio is so funny.
Watch the audio is the one of him actually dying.
Yeah.
No, that one's not posted from what I can tell.
Well,
like this one
would
was.
have gone to court and shit, and I would have got subpoenaed.
Well,
He
it
got
would've-
he got peanut. That's for sure.
Jesus Christ.
Died from a peanut.
Dude, I guess he lived hard, died hard.
You got to play the song now. There's no cock like
Horse
horse cock.
Send your asshole
Oh,
into
it's
shock.
sand. I couldn't remember what the word was.
I wonder if they made that song because of Mr. Hands.
Now the FBI guy watching our podcast is like, man, there's quite the pattern here, isn't there?
He's like, whenever this Blake guy's around, there's a lot of dick. Lots of edible pecker. God.
I can't believe
You know what'd be better
that this
if this
never that
was
this we
dedicated
played
to-
this like a few times, right? And I can't believe
Yeah.
it's never jogged my memory
Memory.
till this point. But
You just like animal dick, don't you?
I mean, it's funny. Apparently, it's hilarious.
very-
Most
I
of the
don't-
time, it's hilarious.
Blake, I think you're the only one here that's like, ha!
What? I don't get why you guys don't think
Bestiality.
it's funny.
Bestiality,
Well, no,
zoophilia.
it's funny because like he
Don't say those
repeatedly
woke words around me.
does it, right? It's because of how extreme, how fucked up this guy is, right? Like he has to take it to that extreme to
And
get
now,
off.
Get
and now
off.
I'm just thinking
And
of
then
Bert
it killed
Kreischer's
him.
and the whole jumping out of an airplane thing.
I almost would guarantee you that whoever wrote this song knew about Mr. Hands.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Do you think they knew about Whitney, Wisconsin?
I love that
Who's
you
Whitney,
went-
Wisconsin?
He wasn't here for it.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for that one.
Go
I
ahead,
listened
show
to
him
the
that video.
episode.
All right, that one I can show.
He's like, after that, fuck, anything you guys say that's not that level is
Oh.
on the queue.
Yeah, he wasn't here for that.
No, he
I
wasn't.
listened to it, but I'm not recalling.
I remember this only because Trevor right after is like, yeah, because Blake
Oh,
isn't here. He
I
never
remember
talks.
this now. Yep.
Why does it have a photo of?
Oh my god.
That looks like Dylan's dog.
For a second there, I was like, why is there a dog being shown? Like, that's creepy.
Dylan has a pug that looks just like that. His name's Bilbo Puggins.
That's funny.
Yeah, so we just call him Bill, which I think it's funnier to call a pug Bill.
Dude, you know, with
You're like,
dogs,
dogs don't have human names.
No, that's my favorite names for dogs is human names.
Well, that's why
Like
after we
Phil,
got
Sally.
named Thor, I decided that I thought the same thing. So look, we got
Sammy.
George, Frank, Pete, Sam, Dean. I mean, we all call Petey,
Yeah, but
Georgie, Frankie,
but Thor is a Thor. Like,
See, and he was our first dog. That's why we're like, oh, what do we name him? Like, what's a good dog name? We went, Thor. That's cool, And we had another dog that ran away. That his name was Duke. Like, that's a good dog name too. But beyond that, I was like, you know what? Human names are funny. So we stuck with that ever since.
Honestly, they don't even those don't even really seem like human names to me anymore.
Yeah, I know because like it's been so
Oh,
long.
no,
Like I want to
I
get
use-
one and like name him Paul or something like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Hey, Jacob, get over here.
or Ryan.
That would
Jacob's
make me
kind of weird for some reason. I
Ryan.
don't know what.
no, because then
Ryan.
everyone would be like, "Where is he?" It's
Yeah.
like it's a dog, dude. And
This
they're
is-
like, "Fuck."
yeah, like
Name him Zach.
Like we ran into
Zach, come.
the people where we got
Cummies.
we ran into the guys that we got Georgie from, and they kept one of the
Yeah.
Chihuahuas from his litter, and that dog's name was Gerald, and I thought that was fucking hilarious too.
I like the common names, like, because there's a lot of human names people use for dogs. Like,
Yeah,
they're Pete is a pretty common dog human name.
yeah, because we turn
But,
it into
like-
PD.
Like Ryan or Brandon. Come here, Brandon.
Jamal,
Jamal.
Hector Zeroni,
That one's probably a pit bull.
Come on, Shaquanda.
Wow.
Let's go.
Shaquanda.
Shaquanda. Fuck.
Tostinos.
We're
What?
going human names.
He's all over
Have
here. He's
you-
like, Pit Viper, get over here.
I like how
Dodge.
Trevor, are you hungry? Because you went right to food.
I haven't ate at all today.
Dude,
Oh
me
my
either.
God.
Dude, wouldn't that be funny if Trevor passed out live? Like, let's make a pact right now. If he passes out, we're not doing anything about it until the end of the episode.
Wow. I don't know. If I
I
would.
think it'd be kind of funny. Just Trevor.
I doubt I'd pass out.
Honestly, I feel
See,
like I feel
he just can't
This
help
blows
himself,
my
can
mind.
he?
I
just-
know they're fucking with you because I know for a fact if you passed out, Blake would be like, is he okay? Holy shit, is he okay? Call somebody.
Well, yeah, obviously I'm full of shit, but that's
Yeah.
not the point of the
The dark
bit.
humor behind it. But like, I'm over here, I'm like, I'll tell you real dark shit. And you guys are like, that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Your
Fucked
acceptance of death is weird.
Yeah.
But the second you guys are making dark jokes about his health and well being, I'm all
Right.
like,
But then
fucked
that's what it is. It's jokes, right? And then
Yeah.
Trevor, he just every time he goes like, I won't pass out. And it's like, yeah,
way-
Trevor, we
that-
know. Like, chances are you're not going to pass out.
yeah, you would have to go through a
Possibly.
lot.
Speaking of health,
Mm-hmm.
my new heart medication is hitting
On
it.
point.
Is it
Hitting
working good?
It's hitting it.
It's hitting it.
So
I know the feeling. I went 2 days without my heart medicine.
I did not take my heart medicine last night, and so today I was kind of, I just kind of felt wrong, but I took it when I got home, right before I came to the podcast,
See, I can't.
which was a huge mistake, honestly, because my body knows you take that, it's bedtime,
Mm-hmm.
so it's
It
a
makes me
psychological thing,
super lethargic.
but it's because it lowers your blood pressure and lowers your heart rate.
That's why I
So-
always take it at night.
is it because it's a pill that does that?
Yeah.
That's
That's what it's
the
supposed to do.
pill we both take is.
Do you
it
guys
is
take the same medication?
I think so.
Metropolol.
Yep.
Do you take 50 milligram or 25?
50.
I'm on 50.
I
now.
just got bumped up like a month or so ago.
I got bumped up like a week ago,
But-
or 2 weeks ago, and it feels
If I miss a day, the next day I feel like I'm having like an anxiety attack
all day. That's
All
how I
day.
felt all day today too, because I forgot to take mine last night, but I took it before I came to the podcast here, and on the way I was coming into Rigby, and I was like, I'm tired, like, and because it lowers my blood pressure went back down. Like, it doesn't make me tired all the time. It's just because I didn't take it for a day, and then I took it, and so now it's like my heart rate and blood pressure are probably relatively high throughout most of today, and then it just dropped. But I took my blood pressure.
So how'd you get your blood pressure back up? You beat your dick off?
Well, it doesn't like
It doesn't stop your heart or anything.
it doesn't
Just-
like drop to a
I
dangerous
didn't
levels.
I didn't say it fucking KO'd you, dude. I just said how'd you get your blood pressure
probably,
back up?
It probably
no,
lowers it like close to
to a
like what our levels are.
Yeah,
normal
but
level.
Yeah.
that's the point is I was like the joke was like how'd you get it back up? You know, so you were like I'm good,
Oh, I
and
did.
they made the
just kinda,
masturbation joke over here, and he's all like it doesn't fucking kill you. I'm like no shit.
So I just kind of like
Fucking
just
dumbass.
hit a second wind kind of thing.
Love you, but damn.
Is all that had. All that had to happen is I had to hit like a second wind to kind of like wake up. Like my body had to adjust to my blood pressure again.
See,
But I took
I
it-
can't do that. If I miss it at night, I don't take it until the next night, because if I take it like throughout the day, it makes me so lethargic
Well, no, I'm
Yeah,
not.
like
that
slurring
I can't.
shit.
I can't.
Well,
operate.
the thing is I'm not going to do that is because of the 24-hour slow release.
Mhm.
I want to try and take it around the same time every night.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
called routine.
Yeah.
So
And
when
so
did
I
your-
took it like 2 hours earlier
You
than I
guys-
normally would have.
It's funny because it sounds like you guys are really using it like as a sleep aid.
It
No,
is. That's
Well,
why I
it's
take
just
it.
like you got to take it at the right time so you can
because I don't want to
get
take
through
it.
the side effects.
Yeah, because I don't want to take it and
Blake,
be tired
you
and
and I would
lethargic
totally
at
die.
work.
Oh yeah.
You guys would. You guys' blood pressure is normal.
yeah.
I was like, mine's
And-
probably in the 70s.
Your blood pressure,
Yeah.
70 what? Like blood pressure has
I don't.
two
I don't
numbers.
know what. I don't know what those numbers mean exactly.
Yeah, like well,
the-
like when
it-
you're like the watch
80
thing.
over 125 or whatever. Like, what's
80
your
over 125. Holy. Fuck,
what?
that'd
What
be
is
high.
your number? I don't
Well,
know.
Okay,
it would be
so-
like 120 over 80.
120 over 80 is like
Okay. Then what
Like
do those
the
numbers
middle ground.
represent?
Why don't you just look it up? Show us what it means.
it's systolic.
You know what's
and-
fun is that I know that a lot of people who listen to this that are like my friends, they're like, I was a nurse. I know what he's talking about. You guys are retarded.
See, like I know heart rate.
It's
like I
kind of-
know.
That's what
Like,
I'm
you
saying
can
is
look
heart
it
rate
up.
is 70.
You can look it up. So your blood pressure is recorded as two numbers, such as 120 over 80, which that 120 over 80
Okay,
is like
so I got
the
it
blood pressure.
backwards. So I said it like
Yeah.
pretty close to that.
Yeah,
just
you're right.
No, so that probably
So
is your blood pressure.
The larger
It's a
number is the
healthy number.
pressure in the arteries as the heart pumps blood out during each beat. This is called systolic blood pressure.
okay.
The lower number is the pressure your heart as the heart relaxes to the next beat.
Okay.
This is the
so
dystolic pressure.
that's the contraction and then the relaxing. Contraction, relaxing. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
and so
all right.
that's normal. 120 over 80 is like optimal, perfect, right?
Okay.
I was sitting at typically around like 139 over 90, which is high. 135 over 90. It's not like terribly
It's
high.
not crazy.
It's just a little higher than what would be normal.
What is like you got to go to the hospital now? Blood
So,
pressure.
Blood pressure, I
So-
wouldn't know about that.
So my blood pressure is not terribly high.
Mm-hmm.
It's my heart rate.
But I mean,
My heart rate is my
That's where
heart's
mine was at.
beating too high.
Mm-hmm.
So like for say, I'll just be sitting here just doing the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
My heart will spike up to 170 beats per minute.
Holy shit!
Just
It's like a heart attack.
sitting.
What?
So like mine's not blood pressure related. It's heart rate.
See, and that's what
Right.
I was talking about.
but
It's
what-
like my heart rate.
why we're
probably
talking about
70,
blood pressure
80s.
is because our medication is targeted to blood pressure It's blood
Yeah.
pressure medication. A side effect of this medication is it lowers your heart rate. There is no medication out there that is meant to lower your heart rate.
Right.
It lowers your heart rate as a added side effect. So that's
Right.
why we're on this. But my blood pressure was a little high. Not like overly high.
Yeah.
But it was my heart rate. Same thing. I'd be sitting here 130 beats, 140 beats, 170 beats a minute.
Yeah.
Fucking
Wow.
insane.
And like when it
Now-
gets to that, like you feel it. You're like, because it's
Yeah,
just pumping
it's
so much.
going
you're
crazy,
just
yeah.
Like, the fuck.
The
Like it straight up feels like you're having an anxiety attack, but
Yep.
you're
Yeah.
not.
the other day I put on my brother's smartwatch because I was flipping through it on his wrist and I saw heart rate. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's pretty cool. Like I would like to know that, you know. And he took off his watch and I put it on and like it was at his number for a second and then like I just watched it for
A little
like,
bit. And
for
it
a little
just-
bit and it dropped to like 67, 68.
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Like a hardened athlete will be at like 50.
Yeah. See, right
That's
now,
crazy to think about. Your
I'm at
heart
s-
rate is
I'm at
50.
65.
Man.
Yeah, see that's really nice.
you're at a really good one right now.
So here's
Well,
me.
and my walking average is 94. It used to be like 130.
So the medication's like really
140.
helping you.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's doing the same for me too. Like so the day before I took my blood pressure. So this was after I had had a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
My blood pressure was 111/73.
Okay.
Good blood pressure. My heart rate was 92. That's a little high on the resting, but then again, I had just finished a cigarette.
Right.
So, of course, that's going to increase my blood pressure
Yeah.
Yeah.
and increase my heart rate.
So
it works.
Would it benefit you too to start doing like
Cardio.
cardiovascular exercise?
Yes.
Yeah, of course it would. That's exercise for your heart.
Yeah.
Blake,
course.
But it would benefit. Well, there's people that are at a point where it's so sensitive that they actually can't do that at that point in time.
If that was the case, Trevor and I couldn't do the jobs we do.
Right.
Oh,
Trevor's
yeah.
job is super physical. Mine's super physical.
Yeah.
If our was to that point, we couldn't be in these physical jobs. So I'm sure I can go and do a mile jog. That's a good cardiovascular workout.
Yeah, for sure.
Something to get my heart beaten.
Yeah.
I could go do.
Is it something you've considered doing to help yourself?
It is. And as weird as it sounds and as gay as it sounds, this is going to sound pretty gay. I've been thinking about going to my wife and I going to Zumba classes.
No, you know what?
I don't think that's gay at all.
It's easy to make fun of, but it's like a fun way to do cardio. So it's
It is.
like it's like not boring,
And it
like
was-
steady state cardio, like on
Yeah.
a treadmill or like a stair climber or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like a good way to keep you doing it. I'm all for that. If you do that, that'd be totally cool. Like,
So Zumba was something my wife and I did together all the time before we were dating. We would go and do Zumba. Obviously it was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, but I would sometimes go with just me and Marissa would go and do Zumba. It was because it was a fun activity to do with my girlfriend, and then obviously with Marissa.
Right.
then with your side chick.
It wasn't
With your
myself.
sad
Well, if you-
Shit.
No.
Well, go on, say it.
No, I mean no. We never felt that way about each other until
Oh, I know.
Well, after,
Until
Until you started doing Zumba together.
until
no.
I had been up.
And
Oh,
she started
When
watching
you
single
say
for a while.
until,
She started
you are
watching your
saying that
piece
there's a
jumping
side
up and
bitch
down.
action going on.
No.
Yes, that's what
No.
until means. It was like it wasn't until this moment happened, and yes, you're right, side bitch.
Well, no, I was saying we didn't have those kind of feelings until
Oh,
Zach
well
got horny.
after.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Okay.
Zach was hard the
Okay,
entire time.
You want this story? I'll tell this story. This is a funny story.
Is it?
Marissa, I'm sorry. No, okay, I can't tell the story. I can't.
Yeah, you can.
Sounds like Zumba.
Okay,
and
everyone
sex.
already knows, and
Well,
I already tell. I
no,
tell
we
anybody.
don't. But go on.
I tell about how Marissa raped me.
Oh, I don't know this story.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, do I? Okay,
Yeah.
tell it anyway.
Okay, so
I mean, you already said the
I
R
wouldn't
word.
say
so
it like that, but it was kind of like that.
it was unconsensual until
Zach said,
penetration happened.
Zach
and then I was
said-
like, oh, okay, this ain't too bad.
Zach said the hard R, so we might as well.
You might as well go.
Anyway, so
How
it
do you
wa-
think of black people again?
Fuck off. Anyways, so we were at a party at the cabin,
Okay.
captain's cabin, the original captain's cabin.
The OG Captain.
The OG. Marissa and I had both been single for a while,
Okay.
but we were
Others.
we were just kind of like we liked each other, but we were like
You were in that. Kind
You
of.
But
know
we were
that
also
playful
really-
love, like that beginning
Yeah.
flirting shit. That's
Yeah.
weird, but I like it.
we weren't doing
It's fun
we weren't
for
even doing
everybody.
It's-
that.
I think it's the hunt.
We
It's
weren't
the
even
hunt of
doing
it all.
Yeah.
we weren't even playful flirting with each other. We're best friends. Like
Okay.
she was my best friend at the time. Like I would always be at her house hanging out with her. We'd play video games together. Me, her, and Stu would just hang out.
See, that's the gayest part of it.
Stu.
No,
If there's a honey in the middle, it's a leeway.
like having
Some leeway.
like,
Just because you call the dude in the middle honey does not change the fact that it's gay.
having a girl as a best friend is like a prototypical.
No, see, I believe you can have opposite gender friends.
Okay, well, so my
But-
my best friend was living in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Right.
So
No, I'm just saying.
Choose the
Generally
next best
speaking,
thing.
if like if a girl hangs out with a guy in like a friendship kind of way, typically it doesn't stay that way.
right.
I don't know.
What do you
What,
mean?
Well,
you can
that's
say
why
the
friend
same
zoning
thing
is a
about
thing.
You can say the same thing about Captain.
No, it can't because typically like everybody's like in relationships around that. Like he's talking about one-on-one.
We spent a lot of we would go do
I
this.
spent a lot of
we'd
one-on-one
go hike the
time
17
with people,
or
and they're my friends.
we'd
Yeah,
go
I
hike
was
the
like,
17-mile
it's the
cave
same.
together.
See, Gavin, you're kind of the weird one here. Like where you've had a long history of that, you know.
Yeah, I was like, I still have lots of female friends that are awesome that I can hang one-on-one with, and no, I don't have to stick my dick in them. No, I don't fall for them, and it doesn't make sense.
Although
I've
I've got one story. I haven't brought this up to Gavin ever since this happened, but I don't know if he even remembers this. But I'm not going to say any names or anything
Look
like
how
that.
like
But
Blake is turning as red as a fucking
but
tomato. He's like,
I'm like, oh,
Go for it. Just go.
So okay, so we were I can't remember who all of us it was, but we went out to the bars, like in Rigby one time, and we ran into some girls that we had known from a long time ago.
Okay. The
You
pants,
even more recently, right?
probably.
And then, yeah, she was like, "Hey, do you remember me?" Like, I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I remember you from. We were in school together and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And then you were sitting there talking to her like for a long time. I was like, "Oh, such and such," and you were like, "Yeah, I've known her for a long time." Yada yada. Are you starting to remember what I'm talking about?
Not a fucking
No.
clue.
Okay. And and I was like, "Oh, I was like, were you guys ever like a thing or like anything like that?" And you're like, "No. She's like a sister to me. Like not absolutely not." I was like, "Oh, really? Oh, okay." So yeah, nothing there at all. You guys never dated, nothing like that. She's like a sister to you, and I'm like, well, we fucked once, but like, do you
I think I know who you're talking
remember what
about.
I'm talking about now?
Yeah.
And I was like, and there it is, dude. Because like I wasn't really buying it, but I didn't not believe him. But he was sitting there talking to her for a long time, and I was like, you guys were never nothing, not a thing, nothing like that. And he was like, no, she's like his sister to me. I porked her, but and I was like, well,
No.
she's not really like a sister to you, or you've got a fucked up perspective on what that means.
No. So this is a thing, as I actually call a lot of people my sister
Oops.
or like my brother, because like after a while,
Hey, my brother.
kind of like, but it's one of those things where it's just like you're too close to be like just a friend, and you can't be like my best friend because we don't hang out enough for you to be my best friend.
You can just be friends. I mean,
Friends, but it's more than that because you're just like when you've been through shit with people,
Yeah.
right? And then you're just like, there's a lot of fucking shit you've gone through with them. You've basically survived, but then you're just like, but we ain't like best friends still somehow.
I don't know. I think you're reading too much into just
That's where like
words.
no, because then you break it down to like we're basically family. You could be a cousin with all the crap we've been through.
Sure.
And then there's no actual like attraction, so you're still a friend. It's like having your cousin is really cool. It's like
Yeah.
your best friend, but you're like family.
yeah.
Did you
so-
pork their cousin too?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because after that, I went around telling everybody, I was like, Gavin fucked his sister.
Wow.
He told me
He
to my
told me.
face.
What
Because I said,
my sister.
because I said, you never
We
dated.
fucked once.
I was like, you never dated this girl? No, she's like my sister, but I banged her. That's exactly the order of how the story evolved.
Yeah. And I actually got to the point where I was like, I really need to stop calling people that because
Oh, I
think
agree.
a part of it was because I was just like before when that actually happened, it was like there was a possibility of it being like a relationship kind of thing.
Oh,
or
I thought you were
even-
going to say of her being your sister.
No, no. But then it was just like it's like when you have sex with your friend and you're like, this was not what this was.
Like weird.
Yeah, it got
Yeah.
weird, and you're
Yeah.
like, I just like you as a friend.
Right.
It was just weird sexual tension.
It was just funny how I had to kind of dig like the layers. Like I had to peel them back. I was like, there's more to this story. And I
No.
knew it.
No,
I knew
but
it
I
because
had
could
known her
sense
for
it.
years and
Sure,
years and
yeah.
years, and the only reason it happened, I can't even remember why it happened.
Yeah. Anyway, here's her name.
Alcohol.
No, I'm kidding.
Right?
Oh, no, I would never do that. It was, that reminded me of that. So I had to put you on blast a little bit because it was funny.
Yeah.
Just because it was funny.
Well, and the thing is like I said, it was just like when it was an almost thing, and then you're just like, no.
He was sitting there like, I'm going to Mr. Hands this.
Oh my god.
rearrange her insides, but
Holy shit.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about me getting fucked. I was like,
No.
no. Anyway,
Like,
you were telling
other
your story
way
about how
around.
you got raped.
Okay.
So
So,
anyway, she died.
anyways, so like I said, Marissa and I had been just friends. I didn't know she liked me, but obviously I knew I liked her.
Yeah.
I obviously later, she was like, yeah, I haven't been wanting to date you for like a couple months at that point. But anyway, so we were drinking,
Nice.
as we do.
Nice.
Nice.
So wait, you told her that before you guys got drunk?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, it was just a normal crew party.
Oh, okay.
We were.
I remember how
it was actually the end of the world party.
No.
Yep.
It couldn't have been
Nope,
because no
it
one
was.
left.
Oh, no one had to leave. Everyone was there when this happened.
It did happen at the cabin then.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it did.
Oh, okay. I can remember.
So this was December 12th, 2020. No, sorry, December 21st, 2012.
the first day of.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
it
think
was
that
supposed
was
to be.
just slightly before my time.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to. That was.
You were there.
You know how that was supposed to be the end of the world, right?
Yeah.
So we were having an end of the world party. Well, we all got all fuckered up, and as you do, we were drinking. She was taking shots. I was taking shots. Everyone was taking shots. Well, it come to the point where, all right, it's like 4:00 in the morning. We're all going to bed. Everyone's in bed. Well, I'm like, I'm gonna walk over to my dad's house because I don't want to sleep on the floor.
Right.
And we were like, "You're gay," and no, you're not.
No. You guys were all fine with it. You guys were all in bed. You're like, yeah, okay.
Did you just lick the mic?
No,
Everybody
I was brushing my.
Everybody was
whiskers against it.
about asleep, pretty much. I thought everyone was asleep, and that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to leave now. And I went to get up, and Marissa woke up from wherever we had laid her down because we actually had to physically lay her down someplace because she was
Everywhere.
everywhere. So we're like, okay, you lay down here.
This is hot.
He got up. She grabbed him by the pecker and was like, "Come back."
No,
here.
keep telling
No.
the story. I'm into this.
I was leaving, and she had woken. She'd wake up. She woke up, saw me leaving, and she's like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "Home." Like, where else am I gonna go?
He's like, I'm going to beat off. What do you think?
Fuck, dude.
I mean,
wanna
that
go
was
home
that
so I
was
can
that
beat
was
my
on the
meat.
agenda. Was
He
to
was
go
like,
beat off.
I'm going to jack off and try to not fall asleep before.
I want to make sure this whiskey dick doesn't kick in until my 30s.
Yep.
What?
And
God
so
damn it.
she's like, "Well, come give me a hug before you leave." I'm like, "Okay, fair enough. I'll do that."
Dude, that
Um,
shit always got us.
So
He says out loud, fair enough.
no, well, I probably did say it
Okay.
out loud. Anyways, so she didn't want to stand up. She was still just kind of like laying on the floor.
She's like, come give
And
me
so-
a hug.
I'm like, okay. So
Yeah.
I kneel down and I'm like, go to hug her. We hug.
She doesn't let go.
She doesn't let go, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
She's like, nah.
And then she kind of just like
manhandled
me onto the ground. I'm drunk, so I'm just like, oh, what the fuck's going on?
you?
And then I'm on my back, and my pants are coming off.
I'm getting a boner.
Obviously,
You didn't
a
fight
woman is taking my pants off, so I got
Boing.
a little chubbied.
He like panics and he punches her.
it. She's breaking my dick.
Danger!
I was the entire time this was happening when she was getting ready for this. When this was happening, I was like, Marissa, we should stop. One, everybody's around us. Like,
That's
I mean,
hilarious.
they're asleep.
Even hotter, dude.
They're all asleep,
Public.
or we thought.
Yeah.
I'll get back to that.
Oh.
So I was fighting it, like, and we're just friends. I don't want to ruin our friendship. We have a really great friendship. Okay,
Fag.
please. No, because I like I said, I didn't want to ruin the friendship. I thought she was just being
Nice.
stupid and drunk.
Oh,
and just wanted to
she's
get.
like pity sex.
Yeah, that's what I thought this was going to be, and I didn't want to
Last
ruin our friendship over
call.
something like that. Well, about the time penetration happened, my
No. Yeah.
turned into
Worries went away.
yeah. I was like, okay, this feels great. Let's keep doing this.
He's like, oh, it's warm.
He's like,
And
I'm
so-
a virgin still somehow.
we, we're probably at it for about 15, 20 minutes before.
I don't believe that.
No,
When
it's the whiskey dick.
yeah.
Right.
I was probably too far gone to be able to
Come.
come. So at that point, I was like, okay, we have to stop because we're literally
Banging it.
banging, and we're like, so there's a pool table in the middle of this room.
Right.
I'm not explaining this for you guys.
Yeah.
For
We know.
this for the listeners. There's a pool table in this room, and I'm like half
a-
under the pool table.
It's a
and-
big room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're half under the pool table. Like my top half's under the pool table. My bottom half is not. She's obviously not under the pool table because
She's riding it.
she's riding me.
Riding.
Even hotter, dude.
So we kind of do the dress of shame and then leave. And we walk over to her house, which is at the time was about
It's not even a
500 yards
Mhm.
down the street. Like it's the captain's cabin's in the middle of the street, and she lived at the end of the street.
block. Yeah.
And so we walked down there
And finished.
and just kept going. Well, I wake up in the morning.
So you went into her like childhood bedroom?
No, this was her house.
No, she actually owned
She
this
owned
place.
this
She
house.
rented it.
Rented that.
Oh, she rented this house.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just you
I didn't
probably
know
seen
that.
the house, a little house.
I'm sure
on the
I've seen
corner.
it. Yeah.
Little house on the corner of.
Oh, that tiny little thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like
Well, it
the
was like a
storm shed.
So you guys
studio house.
You guys get it wet, and then you put your clothes on, walk over there. As soon as you walk through the door, just start
The clothes came off. Yeah.
just start ripping
Yep.
at each other. Yeah.
Well, we both woke up in the morning naked. She looks at me. She's like, "Oh, that wasn't a dream." Uh-oh.
and you're like, I also didn't wear a condom, and
You're
I
like,
finished.
oh no, the
Well, no, I
were you afraid
like-
that the regret was setting in for her?
I thought so,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Well, I really enjoyed it," but I was also the regret was starting to work its way into me too, because I was like, "Fuck, well, there goes our great friendship. Now it's just gonna be awkward."
Right.
Well,
No.
so I kind of just shot my shot there. I'm like, "So, do you want to go get dinner and go to see a movie tonight?"
You should have just said
That's a
breakfast.
that's a nice way to do that. You like just go straight into a date rather than like
Make it awkward.
rather than like like and start
See you later.
apologizing and stuff.
Well, and so then we ended up, started to actually date.
So
but
did you
both
go
of
to
us-
did you go on a date that night then?
Yeah, we did.
Did you that night? Too?
No. So
Ah.
we had decided that
Bummer.
maybe we should hold off the sex until we see if it wasn't just
Sex.
yeah,
But
just
a drunken
sex
like
and
lust
drunken
thing.
lust thing, yeah. And that lasted for about 2 weeks, so not even that long.
2 weeks is pretty good.
That sounds like
That's
forever.
pretty good. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so we come to
God
find
damn,
out.
2 weeks.
Mhm.
We come to find out not everyone was asleep in the captain's cabin.
Mm. So they heard you like
Yeah, we heard it. They heard us going.
You ever hear that?
It was
turtle
only
fuck
two. It
they
was actually only
shoot?
2 people heard it
Yeah.
and saw it.
who was that?
Jacqueline,
Okay.
and of course she was watching, probably like a perv. Like,
Oh yeah,
oh,
she was
yeah.
fucking.
Oh,
Oh,
dude, she's so
yeah.
fucking funny.
The other one happened to be her ex-boyfriend.
Hmm.
He was definitely jacking it.
Oh, I know which one
Starts
you're
with
talking
the,
about.
Yeah.
R.
We get it.
So,
or V now.
no,
Zach's over there.
no,
like,
my Marissa's ex-boyfriend.
Oh, I thought you were talking about captains.
No,
hmm. Oh, weird.
Oh.
and you know Marissa's ex-boyfriend. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that. Mm.
He's part of the crew still.
Oh boy, that would have
And
been.
so,
Oh shit!
and him and I were really
Welcome to the story,
okay. So
Gavin.
him and I were really, really good friends.
Yeah. You
Guess
know-
what? He stopped talking to me for quite a while after that.
Understandably.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Understandably.
You know,
Not really.
I always wondered how you and her came to be with them being
So close.
with them having dated before. I was like, I always wondered how that came to be without there being any
Previous.
friction, but apparently there was.
Between me and Ben?
Yes.
We weren't
Oh,
name dropping, and then you went and did it.
Well,
Fuck.
nobody knows.
I did.
Nobody
too.
knows whose that is.
Anyway.
Fuck. Well, Ben, if you're listening, I already
Hey.
dropped your name. I'm not gonna drop your last name.
Gunter.
Wow. Shit, dude. Fuck.
I didn't do it.
Anyway, so here's a real question.
Well,
I still
here's
like
the
Ben.
thing.
Ben's one of my great friends.
It
still.
was so long ago. It's just funny now.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's married. And he
he's
has
got
kids.
his own thing going on.
yeah, he's got it going.
Ben's a good guy. He's got a good sense of humor. I'm sure. By the way, I was wrong. I thought it was. No, I know where I got mixed up. Never mind.
Yeah,
I was gonna say if you know him,
I didn't, but I didn't know that. I was
So yeah,
I was
that's-
mixing up a different relationship.
That's the story of how Chris and I got together. And am I going to tell my son that? You
No.
bet your ass I will when he asks.
Well, guess
I
what?
was raped by your
Just
mama.
do like
you
episode
know,
dude.
55.
He's
hour
gonna
and
go
50
back and
minutes
listen
in.
to this. He's like, I gotta see.
how
I-
cool
he's
my
like,
dad
I
was
bet my
before
dad-
he became a drunk.
He was like, I bet my dad.
Abusive boosh.
He was like, I bet before my dad passed away in 2024.
Due to heart problems.
He was
check
like,
the
I
date.
want to see like how smart, intelligent, interesting.
God. What a perspective this dude had.
He's like, your mom jammed it in.
And then we
And
had
it
to
was-
tell him that like that wasn't the
Look-
time he was conceived. Thank God.
Yeah, lucky for me, I was drunk, so I didn't come immediately.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, that's.
You weren't a twinkle in the eye quite
And then
yet,
when we
son.
held off for 2 weeks and then did it again, I came immediately.
Well, see, that's no, because I got drunk.
The second time.
You're
The
like,
second
I-
time too, just
you-
to just enough to.
You grab her by the shoulders. You're like, look, I got to be drunk every time.
That sounds.
I got to be drunk every
awful.
time.
I was about to say no.
Or you're going to learn something about me.
He's like, I'm gay.
You're gonna learn something about me.
I come so fast.
He's like,
Well-
I got to use the
Well, she
alcohol
knows
for
now.
birth control.
Now she knows. Of course she knows.
See,
We
you
have
know
to
what?
be together
That's
for
how
10
you
years,
got your
so-
son in the first place.
No, that one was on our
Anniversary.
Oh,
okay.
you tell.
You can
Pray
you
tell.
can map
Date
it
it.
out and
Yeah.
date it. Our anniversary is in August. His actual due date was June.
Oh wait, were you guys in
That's
lava
9
at the time?
months.
Because you guys,
We went to our anniversary in Lava Hot Springs.
they got
Okay.
soaked up in lava and made a baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In like one of
On
the
our
cabins?
No, you remember we were
No,
like
we stayed in the
me and you were both really ecstatic about it because we were you ended up going with them.
Well,
I think.
because
no,
I
this
ended
is just
up
my
going,
wife and I going.
yeah, because I ended up going to Brew Zoo, and
Yeah.
then you guys were down in lava.
Yep.
Well, no, because you and Amanda were gonna go up there too, but then you guys canceled, and you actually said you're like, I'm kind of grateful they didn't go because you just wanted to be you and her.
Yeah, that's why I was like, we would have hung out with you guys still.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
I was
her
gonna go,
because
but I
now
already
it'd just be
had.
me and my wife.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
and-
I was gonna go but I had already bought my tickets to Brew Zoo.
So it was
Yeah.
like it was going to be a group thing, and then it ended up.
It just
not
kinda-
being.
Well,
Yeah,
and
turned
he
into that.
originally planned it just to be him and her
Mhm.
And then you guys all had planned a lava trip
as
on
well.
the same weekend. I'm like,
Oh, so we
Like,
just
yeah.
we just happened to be going down
Like,
at
I
the
was-
same time.
Yeah, but
And
then
I-
you guys ended up canceling.
Yeah.
And he ended up canceling because of the Brew Zoo.
So where was it at?
so do you know that it's
It
one
was
of
the
it's
old
the
hotel, wasn't it?
old ass hotel.
The
That's-
home hotel.
No, yeah, I'll look it up.
No, it's
because
the
I think it's called the
old-ass-
Riverside Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, the old one on the main street.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
The one where we actually just did the fucking drinks in their courtyard thing right next to their courtyard.
yeah.
oh yeah,
that
where
one.
was my invite, fuckers?
For what?
For
Yeah.
when you guys went down there.
Bitch, we invited you and you said, I'm too drunk. I threw up all over the goddamn bed.
Huh?
Yeah, this one right here.
This
Wait.
last time?
No,
That hotel.
I'm talking about
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Oh,
was
when
what,
they
like
all
2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
oh, okay,
yeah,
that
we didn't
one.
get one either.
That
these
one, that one.
douchebags.
Oh, the
Yeah.
one where we go do the wine thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking of the one.
So the wine tasting convention actually happens in their
Down in the basement. Okay.
yeah.
My mom for a Christmas gift to Marissa and I had given us a voucher for a anniversary date there, and so it was the room was already the voucher included the room, dinner and
A massage.
an
Wasn't
hour.
it?
We had a choice of a massage or an hour in the private hot pools there in the basement.
Oh,
And so
Oh,
we
I
chose
didn't know
the
they had
pools.
hot pools.
Yeah, they have private hot pools in the basement. You
Oh,
can close
cool.
the door, and so we went in there.
Private.
what, Trevor? What thing are you
Yeah.
talking about that we
It
didn't
was like
invite
2
you?
weeks ago.
Oh, we did a couples thing,
But
but
wow.
it was limited space. No, it was because
You see all these butts and excuses.
Uh-huh.
no. Let
Consciences.
me explain. Is because Jacqueline and Derek were here hanging out one night, and we were like, "Oh, we should go to Lava," and we booked a room that had 2 beds.
Yeah.
That was it. That was
There's
all.
Floors.
It was, huh?
There's floors.
Oh my God! Did we want to trip over you on a floor? No.
Well,
probably
okay.
wouldn't
No,
hurt
it
too
was.
bad.
It wasn't like that. It was just an impulsive thing. It was just a small thing. Plus, it was only one night. So
and then,
a big
and then
fuck you
Kendra
to
and Stu
Trevor.
just happened to be there.
no, that was part of the plan. Apparently, I didn't know about that till the end.
Or who to be there?
Oh, wait,
Kendra
just
and
Stu.
Stu.
the racing trip you guys just
Oh.
went on.
Yeah. We're just poking fun.
Yeah.
I don't actually give a
No,
fuck.
I know
was
you.
busy
I
that
know you
night.
guys aren't actually sensitive about it. It was just like an
I was just like-
impulsive thing.
Wait, how did Trevor not
Getting
know
invited.
about all the info? How did you not know the info and you were going? I knew all the info and I didn't even get an invite to go.
Oh, because they said this is
They invited you because
this
they
was
knew you weren't going to
the
go.
limit of my involvement. Oh, there's a cabin available, like one of the small ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, there's a cabin available. It's at this much a night. You guys want, or do you want to go to Lava? I was like, yeah. End of involvement. Right
Oh,
there.
okay.
And then
Yeah.
Blake just showed up. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm here to get drunk.
Yeah.
I know Kendra.
I
Kendra-
just I Venmo'd money. That was it. That was
Yeah.
all I did. But like, no, next time, all of us
Yeah.
for sure. That was just a different thing.
But we still
Well, I
have a
know.
camping trip we got to set up. I got to
Yeah.
set up.
Well, I know Kendra that
So-
when you guys went to Lava that last time, Kendra texted me right before or the day before, asked me if I could publicity Banner. I mean, I already had plans. I would have,
oh, it was
but
kind of,
I already had plans.
it was kind of
So.
the thing because that was the weekend that
They were supposed
they
to get
were
married.
supposed to get married. So
Yep.
we were just kind of doing a nice thing.
That wasn't the weekend
For
they're
them
supposed to get
to-
married. They're supposed to get married in
It was-
August.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
see, I
August.
learned that later, but like I guess this was like a consolation prize.
Oh.
Like that's what we did it for.
Oh.
Just like, oh well, that's not happening this year, so we'll do this.
Yeah.
So
You're not getting married, but you can sleep on a floor in a log cabin.
no, they got a bed.
Oh.
Well,
we
and
put the-
wait,
they
there
actually
was-
still have a camping trip.
There was a
going.
what?
Did
There-
Jack and Derek get
there-
on,
well,
sit
there's
on the
this little
floor?
couch thing, but we had to put the short ones on there.
I'm running for number one pisser on this.
You know,
episode.
I realize we can pause
You've
and take
already
breaks on here.
pissed.
A lot of podcasts do that. I was just thinking
I
that
ain't
today.
pausing it. You guys want to take a break?
We can pause and take a break and come back.
You guys want to do that?
This is going to be such a weird episode.
It's
Now,
a fun
that
one.
makes a little bit more
Since
work for me, but
But I mean, you just pause and then we're like, we're back. It's like it's a
we don't even have to say we're back. We just
Nothing.
keep going.
okay. Well, I'm gonna hit stop recording.
Okay, we'll be right
and
back.
We'll be right back, guys.
And we're back. We had a
We
little
went to go
short,
take turns
we had
jacking
a
each other off.
short break to do something.
Circle
Anyway.
jerk.
Take a piss.
No, we just decided, as we evolve and do this podcast differently, always changing, always evolving. I think that's good. I don't think it's good to stay with the same thing always, just because
You get stagnant.
because you get comfortable with it. And I kind of realized this week, like a lot of podcasts take breaks, and you can simply stop and start, and it's not that difficult, right? So,
Yep.
if we want to take a break, we can take a break. We don't have to soldier on just because it's hot right now. We have the technology. Anyway,
have the technology.
so we're
of
back
technology.
for speaking of technology, we wanted to talk about some old stuff. One thing that kind of like put that in our brains is Zach today, he found an old iPhone 4 in his house, which is actually the very first smartphone that I had. But anyway, yeah.
Shit, the first one I had was a 3GS, but look at this little
Samsung
thing.
3GS. Yeah. Look at this thing. Dude.
Okay, I said I stopped.
Dude.
I picked my phone up when we went outside, but look
Oh,
at
we
the
all did.
It's
Look at
funny
the
because it
size
looks
difference.
like. God.
like the
It's
size.
like Gavin standing
my-
next to Trevor.
The whole screen is bigger than the phone.
It's so crazy because can I say this really quick? Like it
Has a headphone
evolves.
jack.
Technology evolves fast, but gradually, right?
Yeah.
So like this was my first smartphone. I remember staring at this thing. I got it the first day. I didn't take my eyes off of it for 8 hours. For one, I was trying to learn how to use it because I
Okay.
never had a smartphone. I had actually declared to myself at one point that I would never get a touchscreen because I thought they were too fragile. I thought they were too easy to break and they wouldn't last long. I thought they were bullshit. I thought the technology was bullshit, and at the time, it kind of was.
No,
you know?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And like I
Well,
think
'cause
we're
a lot
talking.
of them had plastic screens.
Yeah, the Envy Touch was the first one that came out, and I was an Envy guy. I had an Envy 1 and Envy 3. And the Envy Touch came out, and I was like, dude, fuck that thing. I was like, that's not gonna work. It's gonna break. It's gonna cost you a lot of money.
Wait, was the Envy Touch the one? It was a flip
I had
for a full keyboard,
yeah,
Yeah.
but then it was a touchscreen on the front.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly
I
right.
had one of those.
Dude, and the person that got one first, my uncle, who's not a technology guy, even less than me by a long shot, he got one. Now it blew my mind that he got one. And I was like, I'm never getting one of those things. I was like, I'm going tactile buttons forever, dude. If I could only have seen the future like the way it was. But like technology it changes quickly but gradually, I
Yeah.
think. You know, so like when I got this, I was like, this thing's the shit. I was like, look at the size of the screen. It's got apps and shit, and I'm learning how to use it. And like this was mine. I got this in 2012. That was 11 years ago. That was only 11 years ago. That was
Only.
mind-blowing technology back then.
I know. The
And-
sad part is like how
So,
advanced we thought we really were.
I have the smallest iPhone out of all of us iPhone users. And
It's massive.
mine's the small one.
Yeah,
Compared
not
to-
even the iPhone SEs that are out now
Yeah.
are that small.
Yeah, like if I'm kind of covering it up. Like, yeah. This is iPhone 13, iPhone 4. Yeah.
Look how
but-
reflective they were, though.
I think your phone and my phone are the same size.
Dude, it is.
More than likely.
Yeah, you two guys got the Super Sport Plus one.
Yep.
But yeah,
the
this-
C Plus.
This iPhone
Pro
4,
Max.
dude, I thought it was the shit. Honestly, I kind of look back on it like super fondly. Like if you could just update everything that's in this phone, I think if I had a
Yeah.
phone like this, it would keep me off of it more because it's like the screen's small, and it's like. But I love the size that it fit in your
fits
pocket.
perfect.
Phones don't fit in your fucking pocket anymore.
No.
like at all.
They take up the majority of your
They
pocket.
take
and
up
then-
tons of space. They take really good pictures. Everything about them is better. But like, dude, something about this old square little phone was so good, and I loved it so much. And part of me kind of wants to go back to it. But like, yeah, that's where I started. iPhone 4,
See,
and I look back on it and I miss it.
my favorite phone that I ever owned prior to a smartphone it's called a bleh. I can't speak.
Nokia.
Coochie.
Yeah, Nokia
I left my
5300
drink
Music
outside.
Express.
Oh wow, look at that piece of shit.
Dude, it was actually pretty fucking dope.
Nokita.
It was a sliding phone. Let me see if I can get it to. There you
Yeah. You actually have to talk into the mic, but yeah.
go. Oh yeah, I know. It was a sliding phone, and it was
Zach's about to bring it
essentially-
up.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Essentially, it was the first phone-ish that would do music.
Oh, really?
It was essentially made as a music phone. And I remember for the longest time when I first had a phone, because I had a flip phone, and like everybody was like, oh yeah, let's get music on it and stuff. That phone was fucking dope. I loved it.
I seen them around. I just never got one.
Oh, was it the Juke?
No.
Oh,
The Juke.
No.
there was one called the Juke.
I do. I
Yeah, it was
actually
a
remember that one.
I think it was the Samsung Juke or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I had the BlackBerry.
So this is what you
I
had right here,
Loved-
Trevor.
No, this is.
No, I'd already went away.
He
from
already
his.
pulled it up.
So this is what I had as my old one. It
Okay.
was a LG chocolate.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was the chocolate 2 is what I had.
Yeah. Amanda had the first chocolate.
And I had it. That's the exact one I had. And I had it in the red color.
The red color was dope.
My dad had gotten that phone, and I was like, I love that phone. That's my phone. Now I'm gonna get a phone just like that one.
Dude, isn't
There
it
you
crazy? Like they didn't have to do anything for us to love them back then.
And then,
Right? They just
and then the next phone I got after that.
see, and that's the craziest thought, like to have, is like how much effort you had to put into your
Was
kids
this phone
now
right
versus
here?
back then.
Yeah.
This phone right here.
Yep. That's the
That's the Envy Touch.
Envy Touch. So if you go to the Envy 1,
See, I went from Nokia to the T-Mobile Sidekick.
so I went from the basic ass Verizon flip phone that they give you like in 2007, 2008. You sign up Verizon, you get a basic flip phone. It just says Verizon on the front. Like I don't literally even know if there was a name for it. That was my first cell
Probably not.
phone. That was
And
my
it
first
was
one. Just
T9 texting.
Yeah, totally basic. I had that for a couple years. That was my first cell phone when I was 17. When I finally upgraded to something cool, that right there. And it was this silver one.
Oh, you can still.
I always
buy it.
knew there was the orange people, there was
$18.
the green one. I had the silver one. And then the back, if you go to the back, like, the one with the camera right there.
Yeah.
That, you had to grab that little silver thing and twist it to open the lens cover.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. And then I went from that to the MV.
Kind of pain in the ass if you're trying to take a dick pic.
Honestly, though, like
He's like, I'm trying to take a quickie real fast.
when I would go to when I
You
would go
imagine
to when I
that?
would go to take pictures, I would make sure people saw me open that lens because I was like, that's.
Did you have to hold it?
No,
or-
you
oh,
just
I was
clicked
just
it
gonna-
open.
oh,
And that was it. And then like the keyboard texting, I was all about. I was like, you guys got that T9 bullshit? Like,
Yeah,
fuck that.
pull up the
And-
Sidekick,
That's
The
funny.
Sidekick.
dude.
I could just
that
imagine you're trying to
fucking-
take like a nudie pic and you're like, "Ka-cha."
That phone was sick. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
so-
Oh, okay. So it's similar.
Look like a
Yeah.
little Game Boy. Jesus.
Yeah. That phone was fucking sick because it was full touchscreen, and then you would push on the bottom, and the screen would fucking rotate,
Yeah.
and then you'd have your
Yeah.
keyboard like that. Oh, dude, it was
dude,
so fucking cool.
I never thought I'd look back on these and like get nostalgic about like the mid to late 2000s, but like that was
The shit.
like
So my-
because so many phones came out that could be considered cool. Like now we're literally down to 2
yeah.
basically.
I don't know.
The flip
There's that.
and the fucking flat screen.
No, there's that
Just
new Motorola Razr that I
it looked
actually
sick.
like. It's touchscreen and all that.
I would never do it though. Like I know
But-
I would never go to it. Like it's
It's novelty. I think.
it's novelty. It's just like that foldable phablet thing that came and it was just totally
I guess there's 3 of them now. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
but like that, like the people that got that first, they were like immediately like it broke right away. And I was like, obviously,
it's
like
new.
yeah, like it was just like the concept of a screen folding is cool in a sci-fi movie.
No,
It's
but
not
that-
cool in real life.
that
But it is.
that Motorola Razr is really good. People really like it, and the novelty of it is you can turn it into legacy mode. And so you know what the Motorola Razr is, right?
Of course,
I had like 6
And
of
so
them.
the
I never got
the
one.
whole screen when you open it just looks like
The old
the old phones. And so you can T9 text on it and everything.
funny
See,
thing
so
about the Razr.
so they have
Yeah.
a phone that you can T9 text on, and literally nobody has T9 texted on it.
the funny,
mean-
the funny thing about a Razr,
I would-
that's the first phone I ever looked up porn on.
Are you serious? You looked up porn on a Razr?
Yeah, they had access to the internet.
Right, but I was
Yeah.
always told like you click that thing, you owe the company $1 million. You know,
no,
No,
no.
uh-uh.
As long as you're using your own like Wi-Fi and shit.
No,
they didn't
Razrs
even
didn't
know
have
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
no, I didn't even know
No.
what Wi-Fi was at the time.
They used fucking 3G.
Look up when Wi-Fi was out.
well,
No,
no, it's been
Wi-Fi was
around
a thing.
forever, but
I don't even think it was 3G at the time.
No,
it
it
was
was-
like Edge.
it
That's
was
what
just
it was.
bars.
Edge.
That's all it was
Pretty
bars.
sure there was 3G.
But you looked up porn on a Razr,
Yeah,
dude. That had
you
been
could watch videos.
grainy and small.
I mean, maybe at the. I mean.
Oh, you're remembering it as cool, but
I
it
was
was
like-
not cool. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used
Yeah.
to.
Cool
so-
compared to nowadays, yeah. But it's just like when you play a PS2 game.
Yeah.
You remember it as a kid, like, dude,
It was the
these
shit.
Wi-Fi
fucking
came out in
graphics.
1997.
Yeah, we
but
know
that
it's been out
phone
forever.
didn't connect to Wi-Fi.
Phones didn't
But it
connect
did
to Wi-Fi
because I
forever.
remember using it.
No.
No,
Dude,
it
I
didn't.
remember. I swear to God, I
No.
remember using Wi-Fi to text because I was like, guess
No,
what I'm
you
out
stupid retard. You didn't.
of. But it feels like I did.
No.
No.
You
Maybe I
didn't.
should see when phones got Wi-Fi.
I'm sure they
The
got
iPhone.
it. I'm sure they got it much earlier than we used it. Is the thing? It's like I bet it was available, but not widespread.
It wasn't on until
Yeah.
first smartphones came out.
I
You can
didn't-
connect to Wi-Fi.
I didn't look up any dirty
In
videos
fact, I don't think
online
First
until
access to
iPhone.
mobile web was commercially offered in Finland at the end of 1996
Yeah,
on
and
the Nokia
we.
9000.
I guarantee you, it wasn't like a really normal thing. Like some people probably had it in
the
2004,
internet
but
got on cell phones in 2001.
Right.
3G network
But they didn't have Wi-Fi.
could connect wirelessly with the 3G network. Du-du-du-du-du-du. Wi-Fi was in 2000.
Right, but so my Razor, I had 6 of them. The reason I had 6 of them is because I would sit there and text in class, and I'd keep it in my pocket open, and I'd sit there and text, and you'd always have that one fucking person just go, bah! Snap it in half.
that person I would have beat the shit out of.
So
Yeah, I always had my Envy, so I slide it out, flip it open.
okay, so we knew Blake's first smartphone is the iPhone 4.
Yeah,
Mine was the iPhone 3GS, so the one right before the iPhone 4. And you know, it was the one with the bulbous back, like the white plastic back,
right.
bulbed out. That was my first iPhone. That was my first smartphone.
My first was a BlackBerry.
that
Smart?
that adds
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I didn't know BlackBerry made smartphones that early.
Does
Like, they made
BlackBerry
the-
still make
mean,
phones?
Yeah,
they
do.
had their own app store.
Pretty sure they do.
They had their yeah,
They can't be selling well.
They
at this
had their
point.
own app store. They had access to the internet. You could text. You can send pictures. I mean, everything you can do now.
Oh, they 100% do exist.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're cheap too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at a price tag of like
Well,
$500,
so
and
the
that
thi-
is cheap
They're
compared
pretty-
to this.
They're pretty
Jesus.
cool because that was considered like the businessman phone.
I
Remember the
love
little
my-
ball?
yeah.
The little ball.
So I
was
had
crazy.
I had the little ball one, and then I had the trackpad one, where they replaced the ball with like.
the pad that you swipe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
I loved my
Yeah.
BlackBerry. I used
ev-
the shit out
It
of it.
evolved pretty quickly for me getting my first cell phone at 17, and then I got the iPhone at 21, and that was the first time I went in and got my like own plan. And I remember distinctly the guy like kind of like giving me shit the whole time that I was just getting on the smartphone game. Like he was like as he's like handing me and Amanda our phones. We weren't on the same plan. We just like went in there together and like bought phones at the same time. And he was like, I remember him like, "Hey, you want to come show these kids like how to get out of the Stone Age over here? They don't know how to use their fucking, you know." And like we're all sitting there like, "Wow, look at it, it's so cool." And he's
They're
actively
like, welcome to the 2000s.
actively giving us a
Or
hard
the
time for
21st
like
century, I
because it
should say.
was 2012, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like
21st century.
they had been around, you know, but like I don't know. Like the thing that scared me is I remember in 2007 when the iPhone came out, seeing a video on YouTube of a girl getting her first bill for her iPhone, and it came in a box because it was itemized, and so it came in like a
the old
UPS
fax
box.
paper.
Oh my
And she
God.
had to-
That was Jenna Marbles.
was it Jenna Marbles?
I think that was Jenna Marbles.
Really? I thought it was just some nobody.
oh,
But
because
but she gets an itemized iPhone because it was the iPhone 1, and she just used the piss
Sorry,
out of
it's
everything.
iJustine. And I here. This video right here is the one you're talking about, right?
I think so.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. 15 years ago.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Was it because of texting?
Well, it was internet and everything, because
Oh.
so much more was available on the iPhone
Right.
than
Than what they can
everything else.
handle.
So she like goes ape shit with it, gets an itemized bill. You know, they had to stop sending bills like that pretty quick, you know,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's probably expensive.
costing them more in paper than
Than the actual bill. Or
sending every text like, you going to come over and fuck me or what?
You know what's worse is when she's going through and she's like, "Oh, I did do that. I did that. I did that."
100-page.
300.
300 pages.
Use e-billing.
use e-bill, save a forest.
So,
So, yeah, I remember that.
so
and
you were scared.
I remember seeing that and going, oh, I'll never have an iPhone. I was like, that's the first time I've seen that since the year it came out, actually. But I was like, I'll never be able to afford it. The iPhones are for the rich. Like, it's just funny. Like, sometimes, like now, all we do is try and see into the future.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was just like, oh, well, that'll never happen. I'll never have an iPhone. Like, I was completely fine with the idea that we're going to have phones like the NV3 for the rest of my adult life, you know?
Right.
I was like, I didn't ever see it evolving into like, well, it's going to get to the point where everybody can afford that. Because I was looking at that, like, that bill had to have been probably thousands of dollars.
No, and the
And-
thing is it might not have been that expensive. It might have only been like a $400 phone bill, but it's
right.
itemized.
Yeah.
Every text, every website, every time it reloaded is all going to show.
Phone call.
A phone
Sure,
call, every
so-
phone call.
But I didn't get that at the time because now we understand technology so much better. Even
You
a
just saw all the
dumb
paper,
done
you're
like me, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's not for me. That's not for people like me, you know. So I just thought it was like, oh, this is fun for people who have tons of money, or it's like a fun concept. But I just didn't have the foresight to see it being like just totally normal. Not 5 years from then, you know. 5 years from then, I had it. No big deal. But, like, I thought I was looking at this the same way I'm looking at that. I feel no different
Yep.
the way I look at it. Like, I was sitting there, like, on the couch, just fucking, you know,
Yeah.
with this tiny little screen, just,
But the thing
you
is,
know. Yeah, but, like, it
at the
didn't.
time, it was huge.
At the time, I'm like, dude, this is
This
fucking
is it.
awesome.
HD tits.
This thing, I was like, look at the camera. The camera's so fucking, what is this, a
It
one
makes my dick look huge.
horsepower or whatever?
Yeah,
One
one
horsepower.
The angles.
It's got 3 gigabits.
Yeah.
Three
It's,
solo cupped.
it's just crazy how it just, you look back and you're
Evolved.
like, I can't believe how far we've come, but like, you never feel the steps being taken.
No.
You know?
No, you don't really notice it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you
Well,
know
and
who
it's-
probably did notice it though? Is probably like our parents and shit. Because they were like, we had nothing. And then to have a cell
Yeah.
phone.
No.
And then to have a fucking
No, that's our generation is to see.
Well, no, because they went from literally nothing. They
Bro, like,
they had-
period.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I guess that's
Before
true.
their 20s, there was
Yeah,
they had kicked the can.
I
The
think
fucking can on a string.
my parents got cell phones in their 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you
And-
imagine getting a cell phone right now?
Like, and it's
Ju-
the first one.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: my parents had the one we always like to make fun of, the Nokia, like the
yeah, the
the-
fucking
It
indestructible.
wasn't like a
3010.
brick, but it was like that roundish whatever Nokia phone.
Yeah, I think
And
like
when
3310 or something like that.
yeah, nerd.
Yeah, but-
I was like, nerd, you know the fucking model number?
My
Yeah,
dad
'cause-
came home one day, right? He had gone and he bought a faceplate for it because that's how you customized them. Then
Uh-huh.
you got
Yeah.
a faceplate,
You clicked them on.
and so they were black or silver or whatever. And he bought a blue, like a metallic blue faceplate, and he clicked that on there. He's like, "Check that shit out." And we're like, "That's fucking awesome." And that
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 is-
was all it took. It had Snake, on there.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Uh-huh.
that's the shit. That's all the phone needed to be the shit.
yeah.
And it was downstairs at our house in Osgood for years. Both the phones were down there in a box. I don't know why they were down there in a box, but like this right now is further away than those were to us then.
Oh yeah.
You know, like this was mid 2000s. We're looking at like, wow, that's what a cell phone was all like 9
Growing up.
years ago, and now we're looking at that like that's what a cell phone was like over 10 years ago.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and it's crazy.
But could you like that's the thing because like right now, we're even waiting for like real VR to kick off. You know, and that's where I'm just saying. I'm like, could you imagine being like a little kid and be like, it's not shit.
It's gonna be so
and
crazy.
We're just
Well-
all like, it's the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
Well, and right now,
blows our
like-
fucking mind.
It's gonna be
the-
so crazy because we always talk. What's it gonna be like in 5 or 10 years? It's like in 5 or 10 years, all you're gonna be wondering is what it's gonna be like in 5 or 10 years. You're not even gonna think about the progress.
Yeah.
There's not ever a point
Well-
where we turn the chapter and our balls get blown off anymore. That doesn't happen anymore. It's not gonna happen again.
No, yeah, we're
No.
just slowly phased into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the progression of technology is a lot slower now.
Yeah, it's like footsteps.
Like
Well,
it's
fast. It's just gradual.
well, it's yeah, but
it's not the boom. that
it's
it
not the
was.
Yeah.
leaps and bounds we were making
Sure.
in the
20
'90s
years,
to the
yeah.
to the early 2000s.
We
Now it's
needed
like
those leaps and bounds though, because it
'Cause honestly, you're gonna look at-
sucked back then.
Well,
difference
actually, have you
between these
heard
two
of the?
phones
Yeah.
is not that much.
No longer
Yeah.
a headphone jack.
Really, it's not that much of a difference between
Yeah.
these two phones.
You know
Rip.
what? When they
Bigger
took
screen, that's
when-
just like
when they took the home button, I was pissed.
When they took
Yeah.
the
And then I
fucking
totally-
headphone jack, I was pissed.
Yeah, I know. I still want that back.
Yeah.
Honestly, I,
don't
want.
care.
I don't.
do.
I actually don't give a fuck anymore either. Like this one's just fine. The only problem is like you can't charge it and have headphones
have a
plugged in anymore. But like I have Bluetooth headphones now, so it's.
like who doesn't have
Do you know
Bluetooth
what's like-
headphones?
Yeah, I know.
I
Do you know
have a-
what?
I
I was
have-
so late to the game with that. Like I got him so late, and I just wanted to say like this right here. I'll still take over an Android.
Yep,
Wow.
I would take that iPhone 4 over a Galaxy 22.
Yeah, fuck you guys, dude.
Okay. Glad you feel better.
Blue
about
Bubble
your-
Gang.
Hey, you know what? Why don't you play that? Why don't you play that TikTok video right now?
Yeah, so I want to make sure I have the right
Blue Bubble
one.
Gang, dude. I'm gonna go get
This
hashtag
one
Blue
right
Bubble
here,
Gang
right?
I believe so.
tattooed on my forearm.
Yeah,
dude.
that's it.
So I do have to say, one like the atmosphere of iPhone, especially like in a working place,
Mm-hmm.
having it just immediately go through
Mm-hmm.
it, Wi-Fi, all that shit. Like it is nice.
Don't say anything that's gonna piss me off.
Too late.
All
Anyway,
right, guys.
play
I
it.
do like the green bubble.
Fuck the green bubble, dude.
I'm just kidding.
You might want to restart it.
Oh, I like.
Wow.
Well. I don't even. I don't even like my phone. I just like how much it pisses you off. Oh,
that's
dude,
fucking
that,
totally
that
fucking
green bubble
Gavin.
fucking infuriates me.
Oh, it's so much.
Dude, see, that's what I'm talking
I
about.
don't-
It's
I
like,
don't
how
hate it.
convenient.
I don't mind it in person to person
Yeah,
because that don't matter.
not
Just
in a group though.
in a group when I see blue, 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 green. I'm like,
we separate
fucked
those
it up,
people.
Motherfucker.
They fuck up the whole group chat.
well, actually, you know what?
You know what?
You don't get the blue messages.
No,
in
it's
a group
all
chat.
green because of that one cocksucker.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I I went as far as to call my parents and be like, "Look, when you when you group text me and Dylan, don't."
Wow.
Well, no, for one, because I'm out in the boonies, right?
Yeah.
My service now is better than it was when I moved out here. But like, they would group text us, and I'm just fucking walking around trying to get texts to come. I'm like, look, just text me and then just text him, because if it's iMessage, shit works seamlessly, right?
Oh.
Because I've got it hooked up to Wi-Fi. iMessage is the shit. When you add that cancer in there, it makes it so I'm doing a lot of steps that I don't need to do. And
Yeah.
it fucking drives me insane, dude. And it's like, okay, you guys got your thing. It's like, you want to be different? Cool. You guys go be your own little group. Get your own water fountains.
Wow.
Exactly
Shit.
what that dude's saying. It's
No,
discrimination.
I'm just saying, dude. It just, the thing is, it wouldn't matter so much to us if it didn't make such a difference.
But do you know? So
It's your phone company that does that, though.
No,
it's the
it-
one
no,
reason it's making
they
it so hard.
Found a
No.
better system, and that's because those work together, right? They work together. They designed it to work seamlessly. So that system got better, and yours fucks it up.
Well, the
So
funny
I-
thing is, oh, sorry.
I can Blue Bubble Gang for life. Obviously, I'm an
100%.
iPhone user. Like, it's my phone. But iPhone is the one that's fucking it up because we have what is the word?
Proprietized.
Yeah, software, and that's the reason why. If an Android user and another Android user text each other, it's iMessage.
It's exactly like iMessage.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't care because
It is
it's
your
green.
it is your company. Like there was
Well,
another
no,
one I
it's-
think I
it's
saw
not- it's
I
not
saw
the
the
company.
right, you guys.
It's not the company. It's the fact that iPhone, Apple, won't adopt the same
Multimedia message system.
the same system that
Well,
iPhone does.
so why do they have
and
to adopt
or
it?
integrate it with Apple? Because like Android has already made it to the point where Android, all they have to do is just drag and drop,
I still don't like it.
And see, there's actually
and then everybody would be blue.
the Google Pixel. I think it's a Google in general has an ad campaign about Apple,
Yeah,
and
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
what is it? It's like stop the. It was like
Oh, it was something like change it, Apple, or fix the text or
something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, how it's not the
Look,
text. What it
here's the
is
thi-
is that they have to change their power cables.
I like to
No,
make
no,
No,
this is
no, no,
basically
No, it
just-
was about the
it's-
text. I like to make the jokes and everything. Like I actually get where everybody's coming
no.
from.
I do. I
But
do. I, get where
like
everybody's
the
coming from, but
I like the green text to identify who's the pieces of shit.
who's the
are.
pores?
Anyway,
The
but
pores.
no, iPhone is actually in trouble with Europe because
Yeah.
of the whole power cable thing.
Dude,
Their
fuck
new
Europe.
phones can't. They're gonna have to go to C charger.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all
That-
going to C charger.
Yeah, but
Oh,
not
I
because
actually heard
iPhone
about
wants to.
I
iPhone's
don't-
being forced to.
That-
Bullshit. Because the
No,
iPad
it-
has C charger. Like,
no,
that's
their
one thing I don't like about
their
Apple
phone is being changed over.
I know, and it's going to be worldwide. It's not just gonna
Dude,
be
Yeah,
Europe.
I'm-
because
European
Europe
phones.
said, "Hey, we're fucking done with the stupid cable crap."
"Oh, I'd be totally fine if they go."
I'm
C
fine
charger.
with the C charger thing. Honestly, it'd be great to not have to go like today. Just today, for the first time in forever, my phone died when I was driving over. To,
and no one had a fucking charger for you.
No, and I like opened my center console and I pulled out the one that is plugged in there.
Yeah.
I had one in there for my headphones, just for like gym stuff. And I pulled out, oh my god, that's a C charger. It'd be nice if everything was a C charger. Because I understand that
what
not
it's going
everything
to.
is going to be the iPhone charger. I get that.
Yeah.
It's never going to be that. So I'm like, if it goes universal, C charger, everything,
Yeah.
all good, dude.
Well,
I'm
and
good with
the
that.
And what
thing was
bugs
is-
me about it is the newest iPad, or all iPads, except for the
last
first
3 years.
iPads have been C chargers.
Yeah, but
you
no,
know
we're
how
talking
s-
about phones though, because
I know, but that's what I'm saying is why they put it in their iPad, but not
But
their
not the-
iPhone.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
And here's what
because-
pissed me off is because I didn't know, and so I had gotten my first iPad,
yeah.
right? and I'm trying to plug it in. And I'm trying to use my lightning connector because it's a fucking Apple product.
And it's not going
and
in.
I'm like,
It won't go
why
in.
is it? Why is this not working? It's not fucking. I got scammed with a broken. I look at it. I'm like, motherfucker, that's a C charger.
It's a C charger. I was actually just recently considering getting an iPad for the first time.
I use mine
Just for, like-
so much.
Oh,
just
yeah.
because, like,
Nice.
I'm not really a computer guy, not a PC guy. It wouldn't really make sense for me to put a whole bunch of money into putting together a PC. But it would be nice for like things that are like not necessarily mobile friendly, like or
like
let's
an
face-
actual game that's
let's
not
face
like.
facts. When I'm
Whoa.
sitting in my chair, I want to scroll on bigger TikTok. That's
Yeah.
what I want to do.
well, that's exactly.
They make
Yeah.
TikTok for
Oh.
your TV now.
Hey,
Do
I'm
they
not gonna
fucking
do
really?
that. That's too
Yeah.
far. That's too far.
Yeah,
I want
Blake's
it
all
to
like,
be in my hand.
You
I
know,
want to do this.
yeah.
Dude,
And-
all I do is lay in bed and I push a button.
Yeah,
It's
you're,
'cause he's-
you're,
no,
his
you're a
phone
different
is
level.
Actually,
no, his
no.
phone is connected to his TV.
No. It is an application on my TV.
on Google Home.
No, mine's on the Fire, but it is on Google. If you watch it on TV, it auto scrolls for you.
Wow.
You got to be shitting me.
Yeah, so it will. You put
Dude,
it on.
Fuck off. With
You
that.
put it on,
Yeah.
and it will show you the video, and then once it's over, instead of repeating, goes to the next video.
Wow.
Sometimes I like to watch it.
If you want to
2 or 3
rewatch it,
times.
you just push the button. and it
He's all
goes
like,
back.
God damn them.
If you
titties."
want to like it, you just double click your button.
double clack.
Double clack clack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
clack
no.
them
Sometimes
balls.
Oh,
you
man.
occasionally come across one where you're
Yeah.
like you click on like I'm not necessarily. Is there a link?
This bitch has got no information.
What's the link tree?
No, but
Where's
with
the Insta?
so with
Yeah.
your
Go to the.
Where's the Insta? Does she have it?
It's like spicy pigs.
It's not a
Insta.
Twitter.
No.
It's X now.
What?
It's X
Oh
now.
yeah, my bad.
Did you see the?
When it changes on the app, that's when I'll start calling it X.
no,
no,
it is already done.
It
It
is. Look,
No,
right here.
Yeah.
X, right there.
Yep. X.
X. It's already X.
Try and load it. No shit. What the fuck? Mine auto updated, look.
It yet.
Yeah, mine's not. Mine's still
there
You got to update it. That's all it is.
2000. Is that what it looked like before? I
Yeah.
thought it was
That's
always the
all the-
2012 one.
Nope.
Huh.
So actually, I got a story about X. About. Sorry.
Gets on Twitter, sees
Boobies.
tits. Yep, called it.
So the
My
Twitter or X.
mine's
or,
just fucking sunset.
okay, I'm trying to tell a story, and you're distracting me with fat tits and fat asses.
That's funny. 'Cause
God damn. God
you know when I
damn.
pull up mine, it's a bunch of nerd shit. It's so
Mine
sad.
too. Mine is
Yeah,
like
see,
news
that's-
What a
articles.
fag, dude.
Yeah, Blake's over here is like pussy titties,
Fucking twerks.
sunsets.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay, so
Oh, I guess there's
X or
fucking
Twitter
Lizzo.
Yes.
has to pay a fine to. I'm guessing their headquarters is in California. I'm just going to guess that.
Why?
So they put up a big sign
Oh,
on the
the
building, the X sign.
Yeah.
Right? Well, they got a bunch of complaints because it strobes.
It's a big bright
Oh, shit.
fucking light.
And it
really?
strobes.
People are
And
gonna get
so-
fucking seizures.
People did.
Ah, shit.
You know what?
Well, not seizures. People were getting sick, nauseated. It was 24/7. So in the middle of the night, it's
Is boom.
Oh yeah, it's like
and it's like a 25 by 25 foot fucking sign.
Do you know
It's
what-
big.
do you know what I say to those people? We don't need you.
Well,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
and then building
That is
inspectors
just
came.
bringing down what the human race could be down here.
So the building
You're making us weaker. Just die.
shit.
You want to know the
I
truth
agree.
about that? Wow. So actually, they did a study recently about Amish people versus other Americans.
I heard about this.
Yeah, and the Amish people don't have any of the fucking problems we have.
You know what's crazy?
is they don't consume nearly as many chemicals as we do, and
Probably, but do they
Oh,
report everything?
They took it
probably
down.
not. That's
Yeah.
where my other bitch was. I was just like, I don't know. If
I don't
they're-
believe them.
to a degree because they still have to get medically checked every now and again.
And they don't like technology.
They do.
They're like, we have to see why he died. And we're like, nope.
Nope.
It was because Jesus wanted him. Or whatever.
or whatever. I don't know what their deal is.
See,
That
that's
was
the thing.
God's plan.
I'm not with it, dude. There's no way there's any real information on that.
On what?
I think there is because when Rumspringer happens,
Amish people. Like there's no disease whatsoever. It's like, oh, there's no diabetes. So it's like, well, but they can't use an insulin pump.
so they
It's like,
probably
no, they
died.
can't. So they just die. So
Statistically,
don't even bring
Or
it
they
up to
just
anything. They
dipped
just,
himself with insulin.
oh, God wanted
They
him.
can't.
God wanted him early.
That's not how the Amish work. If it's something like that, they'll use electricity.
See, that's bullshit. Just stick to your guns. You know what I mean?
well, no, and I was
If you
saying
go to
during Rumspringer, dude, like that's when Amish.
Rumspringer.
Yeah, that's when the I almost called them the Irish. the
I went to
Amish
the-
come to be people, and then they decide whether they're going to be Amish or they're going to be.
Yeah, but I just don't. I don't believe the statistics. There's not one part of it that I buy. I don't buy it at all.
I do it to certain levels because I'm pretty sure there's like they could just track it.
Who's checking them?
Fuck, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't add up. Like
think
their
we're-
lifestyle doesn't add up to data. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Well, and then you have the Mennonites that do use electricity.
That's fine. Cool. I believe them. I don't believe the Amish.
You don't believe in the Amish?
No, I don't believe their
Oh,
stats. I don't believe their stats. They don't have stats. They've never kept stats
If you're
Unless
not
they
going to
do
record
pen
anything,
and
you can-
paper.
unless they draw it in the dirt. Yeah, or
No,
pen
they
and
have
paper.
pen and
Yeah, I
paper.
know, but like, how do you test for diabetes?
they probably just dig up their dead bodies.
they probably go to a
Doctors.
doctor
Yeah.
in the big city.
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, this thing
That's what I'm
died on
saying
us.
is
I don't like how you have to cross lines so much here. You know, it's like we don't do this, except when. I don't
well,
bu-
that's the thing is that they don't become, I guess, reliant and dependent are the words I want to use because they are reliant on technology when it comes to life-saving things, but they're not like
dependent like we are.
dependent
Yeah.
like they need the screen in front of their face or they need to watch fucking Happy Gilmore or
Right.
fucking Family
Sure.
Matters on
They don't
TV.
need their
But
TikTokies.
say a child or somebody falls ill, and they just choose to
No, they actually
bed rest them,
for some of it.
and then they're just looking over. Say they got diabetes, right? And then one day they're just dead, and they're like, "Oh, what happened to Jebediah?" You know, and it's like, "Oh, the Lord wanted him sooner."
They probably
right?
would, be
but they
saying
don't
shit
get
like,
the stats on. Oh, they had diabetes. Their blood sugar went through the floor, and they passed away from it. You know, that's what I'm saying. The stats got to be like not good.
See, and you know what I think you should do? I think you should go dig up all their dead bodies
Why would I do that?
because you can still find out what killed them.
I'm glad they're there. Whoops.
This goes back to the whole putting why are they dead bodies in the ground anyways.
They still do that shit. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't agree with it.
Well, it's
No.
it's for the resurrection, Zachary.
They only.
Oh,
have-
yeah,
so
that's
your
that is
body is still
precisely the
on
reason
Earth.
why they
Yeah.
shouldn't be in the ground because the day that happens when everybody's getting fucking raptured but me.
Zombies.
The rest of the whole country, you just hear a lot of thumping. I'm resurrected.
There's so much concrete.
Let me out here. It's getting hot.
Yeah, when
It's like,
When-
is that a good idea? Like, you got to put a door on it, you know, or something.
I feel
I
like
mean,
the
it's not
power of
sealed.
Jesus will.
Rip the goddamn coffins out of the ground.
God, that
Yeah.
sounds terrifying. They're just millions of caskets.
Could
coming
you
out the ground.
imagine the
No, but
shaking
everyone
of
else
the
is going
earth?
up. I'll be watching all these people get raptured because God knows I'm not going up there. I'm fucking ginger.
They're all getting raptured, and he's like, "Earthquake!"
I'm just watching these coffins float up, and I'm
As
like,
you start to float up, God stops you. And he's like, you fucked under a pool table.
no.
He's like, "You only had half
See,
a soul, you ginger
I wouldn't
bitch."
even get the chance to be raptured. Everyone would start getting raptured, and I'd be trying to jump to join them. I'd go and like try and hold on to someone's ankle, and a fucking lightning strike would fucking hit me.
Yeah.
Be like, nope.
You're trying to fight your way up through there, and Jesus is slapping you down. Not you, you ginger bitch.
Breaks out the sandal.
He's got like a color like a color
Color wheel.
a color wheel coated thing. Like he's grabbing everybody's hair and holding up against her.
He's like, what
Nope.
happens when they're all bald?
The facial hair.
What if he's
Th-
clean
this
shaved?
is-
He had,
This
what if he
is-
had
what if
cancer
he's
before he
a-
was going?
That's for
Yeah,
the
what if-
rapture.
What if he's a cue ball?
But if he is.
no,
No.
what I
Cue ball's fully.
Oh. I guess you just weren't meant to get in anyway.
he's like, you had cancer, but
Jesus
I know you were a
didn't need you.
ginger.
Yeah.
You have to live long enough to go gray. That's the trick.
Okay, I was like, so many kids
Well,
are
that's
not
easy
getting raptured.
because redheads go gray fairly early in life. I already got gray hairs coming to start showing in my beard.
Yeah.
same here.
Yeah, that's true.
I just hope it doesn't start falling out because
Most of the
Can't
time,
be
men
bald in
don't-
2 places.
Most of the time,
3.
men don't lose facial hair.
They don't lose facial hair; it just
Yeah.
goes gray. Yeah.
Yeah, it just goes gray.
Gets
don't
male
know.
powder baldness in his face.
Yeah,
That'd be
Zach
the
goes
day I
bald on his
probably-
chin too.
if I go bald on my face, that'd be probably the day
You die.
you see me commit suicide because, or sorry, when I, what's the
Off yourself.
when I
Unalive.
when I unalive myself.
Dude, we should like mix Nair into his like beard. As it starts falling out. He's like, "Oh no!"
Honey, where's the gun?
Where's? That's funny. 'cause
I told my friends I'd kill myself if my beard fell out.
gotta follow up.
Oh my
She's like,
God.
you're so damn dumb. It's painful.
How did Zach die? Oh, he ran out into traffic on 17th.
That'd be
Why?
cool. You should do it like that.
Well, no, I was
Oh,
thinking
man.
more of jumping from the top of my house and swan diving.
You know
And
what's the
then it
sad
just
part
like
of that?
doesn't work, and
Yeah.
you're just
You're just a
He's
fucking
just
Now just
crippled.
paralyzed.
Could you imagine?
And still
paralyzed and
balding.
can't kill yourself.
and you're just like a weird shape. Like,
Marissa's like, you're a burden.
dude, I was
You
starting to.
just write her little notes. Off me. Get you off? No.
I'm starting to feel like this is getting to that point.
I think we should end it here, guys.
I think we're getting to that point where it's like just kind of
We've derailed.
it's getting pretty scattery. So
I'm pretty fucking tired.
Yep, I think we all had a pretty long day.
shut the fuck up, Trevor. God.
Pull the dick out of your
Anyways, guys, don't forget to follow us on all of our socials. You can find us on I thought I said Xbox.
Find us on Xbox.
You can find us on
Dude,
YouTube,
that'd be cool as shit.
TikTok. You can find us on X.
X.
You can find us on
Instagram.
Truth.
Insty.
Yeah, and I
Truth.
gotta be honest with you. I'm thinking about killing the truth one. The notifications are killing me.
Turn notifications
Just turn
off.
the notifications off.
Oh, I
because
know.
none of them have to do with us.
It's so wild,
Fucking
man.
idiot.
Did you do the thing I said?
I can't remember.
The thing where I told you to just steal all the TikToks and drop it into it?
Oh no, I need to do that. Okay, that'll make it better. Okay, find us on Truth Social,
Yeah, yeah, dude. I just
Instagram, TikTok.
do 3 every day.
X. 3 a day. That's
3 a
right.
day.
Yeah, we haven't been having a lot of new TikToks.
I don't
Come-
have time.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Neither
We'll have
of
to
us have
figure it
time.
out. None
Like,
of us do.
We've been getting them. We've been TikToks come in slowly, guys. Just watch out for
They'll
them.
come out,
Some of
yeah.
them are good. Some of them make you just wonder why Trevor's on there.
even on the days where he has
No, I'm
time.
kidding.
Yep. But
Trevor's like, fuck you guys.
it's good to have you back in the studio, Trevor.
Yeah, we're glad
We
to have
missed
you
you.
back, man.
So
Ah,
ah,
ah.
now fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right.
Fuck are you?
We will see you
Fuck
guys
you.
next week
Oh,
on the
piss in
Easily
your
Offensive Podcast.
Welcome to the Easily Offensive Podcast.